That was too close.
Oh, hello there, and welcome to Core. This is Core, talking video games like we are usually doing. And today is Thursday, February 19th, 2026. I'm Scott Johnson with Bo Schwartz and John Jagger.
Hello.
Hi. Look at these two. Look at these guys.
Yeah, I'm in a robe. What do you think of that?
Oh, is that a robe? I thought it was just a jacket.
I'm just in a robe.
I like it.
I've never podcasted in a robe before, so today I'm in a robe.
Trying to think.
You got Jedi vibes, actually.
It's too warm in here for a robe, but I'm doing it anyway.
I'm trying to think if I've ever recorded in a robe. I don't think I have.
I have.
Have you?
I have
this show
somewhere. I think so. Maybe once.
I've been podcasting for near 20 years, and I don't remember ever wearing a robe. But it's not that I wouldn't or have. I just never have. I have worn like undie shorts. Like, not underwear exactly, but like, you know, boxers.
Oh, okay.
Like boxer style.
Boxers.
Yeah. I've worn those and then a normal looking upper body deal.
Safe for the public consumption boxers.
Oh, yeah. If I got up and moved around, you'd just go, oh, look at those funny colored things he's wearing. It wouldn't be that big a deal.
That sounds like a perfect thing to pair with a bathrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of
I got my wife a robe for Valentine's Day.
And is this her robe or is this your robe?
No, well, see, that's what happened is I was looking at robes, right?
Yeah.
And I got her one, and I was like, man, must be nice to be married to me and get a robe.
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't getting one. So I started looking for one for me, and I added it to my Amazon cart, and then I forgot about it. And then my son's birthday is coming up, and I was like, oh, I gotta get him. I gotta order this birthday present for him. So I put that in the cart. There was something else I wanted to get. I wanted to get some new headphones. And I put that in the cart, and I did checkout, and I didn't pay attention to the fact that robe was still in there, and so now I have a robe as well.
Nice.
That I didn't necessarily intend to buy, but it's comfy, and it's nice, and so now we're just robe people around here.
I like it.
Now.
You have a little lightsaber handy in case you need to... You went full sand people over there.
Robe people. Yeah. I don't know, just the way you said it. We're robe people.
I do have a lightsaber.
Oh, sweet. Now, yeah, look at you. What? It's blue. You stole it from a Jedi, or you are a Jedi, I guess.
I am a Jedi. What? Yeah.
Yeah, what was I thinking? I have that exact same one over there. You know what? Let's show off
You look
our
like
sabers.
you're getting mad at being questioned about a Jedi and about to go to the dark side.
Of course I'm a Jedi. I am a Jedi. I'll cut you.
Want me to prove it? I'll cut you in half.
I think I have the same one. I think this is the same exact.
Well, this is just my. I think yours is metal. Mine's just the.
Oh
cheap.
yeah, it is metal.
This is just like the cheap one you get at Disney that I can give to a 4-year-old and not be too worried about.
Got this one in 2007, and it still has the same battery in it when I got it. I can't believe it still works. It's crazy.
Man, I wish I had one.
Well, Bo, Canadians, you know. Hey, I hear you guys.
We can get them in Canada.
No, it's not that. It says that you guys got busted for cheating in something, didn't you?
Curling?
Curling, yeah.
I heard about curling. I didn't watch it, but I was like, oh, man. Like it's
not a good look.
That guy's going to get roasted.
Oh, yeah. How do you cheat in curling? Come on now. You know, it's already obscure. I
couldn't have even told you. I didn't really ever play that much. I don't know the rules. I was shocked, but it was shocking for a Canadian. It's really beneath us to be doing stuff like that. What I did see was that he was arguing that he wasn't.
Yeah, he's claiming that he wasn't. I don't know if he still is, but
I think he might be, obviously Streisand affecting it by insisting he didn't do it, and then everyone getting the investigation. Like people are like, and they have like it in slow motion in 50 different ways. So I don't know.
As we've learned, the best way to solve a crime or solve a mystery is to let the internet try to figure it out on Reddit. It's always safe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Yep. They never jump to any incorrect conclusions.
No,
and
it's always
conspiracy theories are always best kept in check by a lot of people yelling all at once.
I agree. The whole cold case thing wouldn't be a problem if they just loosen that up and let the Reddit community
just let everybody decide.
Yeah, why not? Well, anyway, couple things. If you missed out on the first run of Core 500 mugs, good news. Got new ones up on the site.
Oh, snap.
That's weird. How come that's full screen of everything? Oh, I know why. Because I'm dumb. There it is. Go to frogpants.com and you'll find it. Or you can go to /cord. It's there too. But anyway, you can get an 11 or 15 ounce. You can add to your cart, and bam, Monkey's your uncle. They're only $12, so they're cheap, and they're nice. And they say 500 plus episodes of Core, and on the back they have that dumb saying we made up Core play games always win or something. You want to be lame? No? Well, then go get your mug. This is really just for everybody who missed it the first time. I want to make sure you guys had a chance. So grab it. I still have Bo's and John's here in my possession, so you two do nothing.
As long as you keep holding on to it for me, that's great.
Yeah, I'm hanging on to yours. You got them. But anyway,
if you don't mail it to me, then I'm going to have to come to your house and get it.
Yeah, we can't have that. Well, no, actually, we'd welcome you with open arms. Come on over. It'd be fun.
Also, it might happen.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
I'd feed you. Kim would feed you jambalaya or Canadian things, whatever you want. We got you covered.
Should I stay longer and come sleep at your house?
Yeah, you'd probably have to use the couch. We're all out of beds here.
Okay.
You don't mind a couch, right?
Yeah, is it next to your piss jug?
No, but we'll have a fresh jug on hand in case you need it. How about that?
Okay, great.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be the right size and everything, if you know what I mean. Anyway, info on Nerdtacular as well, frogpants.com. Go check it out. We are looking forward to seeing so many of you in June. All right, that's it. We got stuff to talk about. It's going to be kind of a packed show, so we waste no time except the time we already have, and we do this. Let's get straight to some stuff going on. These are news items, you might call them. And we're going to start with a little bit better recap of Sony State of Play last week. Just kind of feeling out everybody, see what stuck out or stayed with you. I will start by saying the only thing that truly stayed with me from State of Play was the chicken game. The big giant cock chicken warrior guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but did it stick with you because you want it, or did it stick with you because it's a giant buff chicken?
Both those things. I don't know why I'm saying twice. I want to play. I'd actually think it looks like fun. It looks like my kind of hack and slash. I'm sort of into what they're saying there. Plus, it sounds goofy as hell. That aside from that, probably the Castlevania side scroller thing was the other one that really hung on all week. The rest of it, I kind of have just sort of I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of other, the Kenya games and all that.
I agree with what you've said, for sure.
Yeah.
But there is one that has crept into the back of my mind and is one of the games I'm most excited for, just period right now.
Lay it out.
Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Oh, yeah.
A racing game by people who make racing games set in the Star Wars universe sounds so good.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although I
can't stop thinking about it.
We didn't need State of Play to know about it because we'd already heard, but it was nice to get a little bit more.
It showed more of it. Yeah.
It showed the pod racer this time.
Yeah, we got to see Ben Quadraneros and Sebulba.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Those guys are favorites of certain people.
Two of them are right here.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't know Bo's opinion on Ben Quadraneros. Okay, but I will say I like Ben Quadraneros.
All right.
I see memes of him all the time. He gets celebrated in prequel memes a lot.
As much as Sebulba, because Sebulba I feel like gets talked about a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to. I couldn't tell you whether it's, mostly it's Obi-Wan. So,
I like most of the pod racers. A lot of them stand out to me. You have his name's like Tinto Pangelis, and I just like his name, and I just think he looks cool. You've got that one guy, the little lizard guy that right before he explodes, he goes, and then he blows up.
Yeah,
I like that guy a lot.
That was pretty good.
There's another pod racer. I don't know his name either. I don't know all their names. I know some of their names, but there's the one guy that goes roar in the middle of the race, and I think that's maybe the greatest sound ever made.
You're making me want to appreciate the pod races more. I already appreciated the actual not cars, but whatever, the racers, the hovercrafts and stuff. I was way into that. I'm way into pot shots from sand people who just happen to be, hanging around the canyon and stuff. I'm into all of those things, except for the guy or the two-headed freaking shot collar guy. I hate that guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
Ugh, I hate it so much. And then Sebulba's fine, but who's the guy that tries to talk about Sebulba a lot? Hey, Sebulba.
Oh, that guy's cool.
Watto?
Watto.
Yeah,
I don't like Watto.
You don't like Watto?
No.
I mean, you're not supposed to. He's smarmy. Jedi. He's impervious to the Jedi mind trick, and he owns Anakin's mom, even though he's a slave owner.
That's true. He owns Anakin's mom. I forgot about that.
He's not great,
and he's willing to give up anything, but like he's certain he's going to win. But then he's like, I want the boy and his mom. He's like, no, you can have one.
That's great. I'm more than willing to play this game. The part that excites me the most is what I'm seeing in presentation, regardless of the craft. I don't care if it's pod racers. I don't care if it's speeders or any other stuff they showed. That all looked really rad. And the fact that it's going to have some semblance of a story to kind of tie things together is interesting. That game does look really good. So
it's by people who worked on Burnout.
Yeah, Burnout people.
Yeah. I guarantee you those speeders and stuff are going to crash. It's not like George Lucas is calling him up and being like, well, actually, I'd prefer they...
listen.
George Lucas here. Yay! I'd rather pod racers look like they're invincible because we want to sell a lot of pod racers.
Yeah.
Don't let any damage happen to them.
I'm going to be, I'm looking for a new turtleneck. Talk to you next week.
Yeah, no, for real. That game looks really cool.
I don't know why he sounds like Kermit, guys. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm aware I'm doing a Kermit the Frog impression for George Lucas.
Yeah, I did the same thing, and I don't know why I do it either. I will say that I'm more bullish than I was. It doesn't mean I'm super excited or that I think it's going to be a smash hit or anything, but I'm more bullish than ever on Marathon based on some of what we saw there. I still don't know if it's even a game for me, but in terms of its ability to not be the next, what's the one that crashed that we always talk about? Not Anthem. Concord. I don't think it's going to be the next Concord
3.
No, I don't.
It's an extraction shooter. It's,
and it's Bungie. There's something. I know there's been issues, and the development's been weird, and the messaging's been weird. All those
things. I wouldn't bet
things.
on it either, but I also said Highguard wasn't going to Concord out, and here we are.
Oh, good point. Highguard really Concorded out.
No, but we've seen, so the difference between Highguard and Concord versus Marathon is they've done a lot of deep dive. Like I watched a 10-minute video about the game's mechanics. Like you're confident in what you're doing if you're putting a 10-minute detailed video to explain to people how your game works.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're, whether it's like people just still want to play Arc Raiders versus this, I don't know. That's going to be the big question.
Yeah.
It's Tarkov Light with the Bungie sauce on it. I just don't know how cool Highlighter Lego World's going to be, but it's Bungie. They do good shooting.
I don't think it's going to fail out of the gate.
Yeah,
if I was a betting person, I wouldn't bet that it fails out of the gate. Doesn't make me interested in it, but
Am I the only one playing? I got it gifted thanks to someone from last week. I already thanked them, but I don't remember. But like, are either of you guys in?
I'm thinking about it.
Level?
I mean, the game's...
I have no intention on playing. I would rather play Arc Raiders.
Would you rather
play Arc Raiders?
Would you rather play Overwatch? Which of the two would you rather play?
Here's the order. Here's the order I would play in. If somebody was like, John, you can play Arc Raiders, you can play Overwatch, or you can play Marathon. I would play Arc Raiders because I'm legitimately curious about it. I've heard from enough people who say I didn't like extraction shooters, but I liked it, that I'm curious enough. And then I would play Overwatch, and then I would play Marathon.
Wow.
Okay. I like the characters and look of Overwatch. There is nothing appealing to me about Marathon. I think it's ugly. It's a genre I don't want to play. There's nothing appealing to that game. At least with Arc Raiders, I'm like, well, it looks cool, but it's a type of game I don't want to play. With Overwatch, well, it looks cool, but it's a game I don't want to play. With Marathon, it's made by Bungie, and sometimes I sort of like some of the stuff they make. That's the best I got for it.
I like some Halos.
It's not me saying it's bad. I'm talking about me personally. John Jagger, not a game for me, but there's a lot of people out there. It's probably a game for somebody.
Let me tell you what I want. This is what I want with all my heart, and I mean this with every fiber of my being. I want this to be a game that I want to be the new thing that John comes back every 6 months and says, every time I get curious, it's another $60 to play this game. like it was.
For Destiny. Every time I want to play Destiny,
I miss that. I miss hearing that. I miss you going, I was going to, what I thought, well, let's see how they're doing. It's going to cost me another
probably
60.
still true. Let me see.
Well, you
if I
figured
wanted
it
to,
out by now. You don't need to check anymore.
Yeah.
if I wanted to play Destiny 2, how much is it going to cost me to get into Destiny 2? Destiny 2's free now? What?
Yeah.
No, but with the new expansion, though, doesn't the new expansion cost
Buy Destiny 2 The Edge of Fate. I don't know what that is. That's $40.
Yeah, I think you can play. You've always been able to play for free,
here
but you
we
have to
go.
buy the new game.
Complete your collection. Buy the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection 2025 bundle.
Boom.
60% off. I can get it for $62.
Boom.
There you go. $60 to check it out, buddy.
$60 to check it out.
Wow.
That's because I own one thing in it.
It's not just the last thing that you bought to make it 60. It's the original thing, or what is it?
I apparently somehow own the Destiny 2 Forsaken pack, which is $10, knocked off that price there.
Okay. I don't remember what the deal was with that. If you bought it to actually play it, or if it was like was it one of those expansions where people are, they're back they're back, baby. Get that one. Was it that? Why'd you get it? Or did someone gift it?
I don't know. I might have, maybe that's tied in with getting the original game or something. It seems like maybe it's tied into the original game. Holy shit. All the DLC for this game is $584.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be skins and shit, right?
Why? Yeah, I
I'm
have
talking
to
about
be.
Destiny 2.
Yeah. It'd have to be skins and stuff, right?
No, it's well, yeah, okay. There's definitely gun packs, yeah. But there's
Well, guns and gun skins and all that.
Destiny 2 Year of Prophecy Ultimate Edition, overwhelmingly negative. It's $130.
Now, people are happy with that thing right now. That's the other thing they got going against them when it comes to marathon, because they're going to have that stink on you. So they really have to knock this one out of the park.
Well, I also think like they've been getting mostly negative on the content they release for a long time, but they're still doing it, which tells me that people are buying it and just being mad about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like Blizzard too. Tons of people play Blizzard, but a lot of their stuff's low rated on Steam too.
Yeah. So it's clearly a case of, because if nobody bought it, they wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a case of they're doing it. People are like, man, I hate this. Here's your $60.
Yeah, that's the guy with 2,000 hours writing a review saying game sucks.
Yeah.
Like, clearly you liked it. Like, you played 2,000 hours. Like, what's going on?
Either that or you're an idiot. So which is it? You played it and liked it enough for 2,000 hours and you're just being a dick online, or you actually hated it but still put yourself to 2,000 hours of it, which makes you stupid. I hate these people.
There are also just some people that just skew negative. You know, like even if they're having a good time, they're just, whether it's high standards or just can't interface with the world in a positive way. You know what I mean?
I proactively eliminate those relationships around me. I don't like them. I like positivity. I don't like doomers. I don't like.
For some reason, also me.
Whatever. John is not.
Like things.
I don't think.
You're
You
not
like.
bad.
There's things you like. It may not be Destiny.
I've seen you write positive reviews.
Yeah.
I have only written positive reviews. Fun facts. My Steam reviews are 100% positive.
Never a negative one. Interesting.
And boy, let me tell you, some people are really mad that I wrote a positive review for Clear Obscure Expedition 33. I hadn't checked in on it in a while because I don't check. Like, I just, honestly, I wrote it to unlock some Steam badge. They're like, review a game that you nominated for Steam game thing. I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. So I wrote it, forgot about it, and then I went back and it had a ton of comments and stuff, and I was like, oh, what the hell is this? And people are like, game's not that good. What are you doing? And like throwing an absolute fit about it. Yeah, people really didn't like it.
That's really weird. Also not weird.
Some people defended it, and they were like, boy, you guys are being really weird about this, but
well, I know what it feels like to have that happen, because it did happen with Space Marine 2 for me, but I said negative and people raked me over the coals. But I got a lot of clown emoji gifts. But
yeah, thankfully I didn't get a clown There's no clown. Like some people.
They took the clown away.
They took it
actually.
away.
Oh, also a lot of people have commented on that review, which is also weird. 207 people found it helpful.
Whoa.
And it's not designed to be a helpful review.
No, you were just trying to get badges.
Can we?
I was just
can
trying
we-
to get badges.
Can we read the? Yeah,
I'm trying to find it. I don't
found
know how
it.
to see. Okay.
Copy and paste it. I want to give it to the chat too. Unless you're reading it. Are you reading it?
Well, I'm going to read it, but I can take a screenshot and post it.
No, you can go ahead and read it. Read it. What do you got?
All right. It brought back a sense of wonder and excitement for things to come that I haven't felt since I was a kid playing RPGs on the Super Nintendo. I don't know what arcane French magic they concocted to achieve this, but I loved every moment of it. Not just my favorite game this year, one of my favorite games ever. 207 people found this helpful. 8 people found this review funny. And yes, you got 5 wholesome, 1 warm blanket, 1 superstar, and 1 heartwarming.
Who's the guy?
Now,
Who are the 8
I
that thought it
can't
was
see your-
funny? Like,
I can't see the comments on
It's
this.
probably
so you're
because
go-
I said French magic. You know?
oh, maybe.
Or
the
maybe
thing is,
because
John,
I
I
think I'm
can't
a
see the
clown.
comments on this.
That's how I don't know how to get to my comments. I've seen it, but I don't know how to see the comments for it.
I definitely see it had activity because 207 people said helpful, 8 people found it funny. I don't know why they thought it was funny, but maybe the French magic thing.
It's a great line. I don't think it's. I think that is funny.
I didn't turn it off because I was like, people can go ahead and comment on it all they want, but I got to figure out how to. Get back in and actually see the comments on what I wrote.
I don't think I've now
Turns
that
out that's actually pretty hard to do.
I'm looking at mine. I've never done a negative one either. I thought I had. I haven't. I haven't done very many. Period, but never one that's negative. Bo, have you ever done a negative review?
Yeah, Space Marine 2.
Oh yeah. Famously, we
that
talked about that. That's right.
Yeah, I can't see the comments. Maybe you have them set to just see. 4 reviews. Hang on. Oh, these are your reviews. I can't find them.
I think comments are just.
Oh, I found it. I've got 9 comments.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Here they are. 1, this is exactly how I felt. Oh, wait, here, we'll go back because it goes in. It's not that good, bro, was the first one.
Oh,
This one was.
these are going to
just
annoy
looking-
the shit out of me. Keep going.
Just looking at his profile, you can tell how much this guy loves RPGs, and to say that this is the best when it is the least interactive out of all the games in your library is just crazy to me. And then they want to tell us that if game has no gun or ball, we just think it's not good instantly. Well, if the game doesn't have AI easy enough for you kill or no challenge at all, then is it the same with you guys? Easy AI, no challenge.
Okay, I think he's a ridiculous person.
I
B,
don't know what they're saying.
yeah. B, what is
I'm
what
not
is
even
gun
sure
and
what it
ball?
was.
What does that mean? Gun and ball.
The next one is this game is trash. Nothing special about it. Not sure why people like such garbage. The graphics are shit. The gameplay is trash, and the story is boring.
Why? But
The
okay.
game is still ranked overwhelmingly positive.
But
This
what's
is
he
hilarious.
doing? No, I forget about it. It's obviously the whole thing is it's subjective. I understand that about reviews and about people's feelings about things. But what is it in his life where he's like reading reviews of games he hates and then replying to those reviews as that behavior right there, I don't get
this
it.
one. I think this one was meant to be a commentary on the reviewers, but maybe not. Me watching Expedition 33 take my Employee of the Month award.
What does that mean?
I don't. I think that's maybe talking about people being upset.
Okay.
This person said, "You look like you roll to the kitchen."
Oh, he has no idea about the kitchen.
Yeah, it's not the only thing I do in the kitchen, buddy. Kitchen's a playground for many activities,
That's right.
one of which you'll learn about when you get a little older. This one, Expedition 33 fans are unable to say anything about what they like about the game. It's always, best game of all time, but they cannot say a good thing. It's as if they just played what's popular and don't ever process what they do on a daily basis.
Would it be possible for me to meet these people, pin them down, and kick them in the nuts repeatedly, or is that not an? I don't think that's an option. I can't do that, can I?
Then finally some people were like, what the hell is going on? Because then we have some people say, wow, look at all these commenters hating on the game they haven't played. JFC, what's wrong with you people? Get a life, people. My God. You rile up some toxic folk hating on this thread by just enjoying the game. Bunch of scum responding to you in the comments. I felt the same thing and enjoyed this game a ton. Head up, King.
Head up, King.
And then someone said this is exactly how I felt. I didn't read any of these until all of a sudden I stumbled on it and was just like, oh, something's going on in here, and then went, okay.
That's awesome.
doesn't bother me in the slightest. Like, critiquing someone's opinion of something really is like, okay.
A complete waste of their human time on this planet, which is limited as it is.
I mean, I sort of get it if there's an injustice. I think a lot of people looked at my Space Marine review as an injustice. By the way, the only negative review I've ever done. Only because I really cared about the game and was genuinely disappointed. I felt the need to express myself.
Totally
so
fine.
I sort of understand. A lot of people like the game, so I sort of understand being called scum. When you like something and someone's like, this is shit, it kind of gets something going in you. But you're just like, I like this game, guys. Everyone's like, loser. Like that's a different thing. Where it's just like, write your own review. Let the guy if the guy likes the game, okay. Like you don't gotta call him say he's bad or dumb or it's crazy.
Yeah, it is weird to me. Really weird to me, but whatever.
It's a strange thing. It's a strange thing that pops up. I don't know why my review got so much attention. It found some weird zeitgeist that really took off, I guess. But what are you gonna do?
Well, somehow we got from Sony State of Play to that. I don't know how. Where we took
Star
the turn.
Wars race. So in conclusion, we're all very excited for the Star Wars race.
That's right. All three of us are looking forward to that. But Bo, you're the only one that hasn't mentioned the game. Is there anything in that State of Play that you were like, that stuck with you a week later? Because here we
Galactic
are.
Racer was good.
Yeah.
My brain emptied out. There's so many games on the go now that I actually just forgot about everything.
It's easy to do. It's easy to do.
There was something though. I don't remember.
Can I, while you're thinking of those, can I reiterate John's suggested names for the chicken game character? So,
oh no!
So I put a thing in our Discord where I said I cannot stop thinking about him, and then it was a picture of the dude. No, I'll show you guys what it was here at home. Okay, so this is how that went. This started this way. I said I can't stop thinking about him. Right on the 16th. Bo said, "Wonder what his name is," which is really the impetus for what happened next. I said, "The Cock." And then John said all the perfect ones. Dwayne the Cock Johnson, Rooster Cockburn, Peter Pecker, and Kung Pao, which is, a very tasty chicken dish. Yeah. I think any of these will work, but I really do
There's going to be a lot more, but I got called away from my computer for something that was apparently actually important. I don't necessarily think I felt
we can't have that
as important as coming up with chicken puns.
So to answer your question, I think Galactic Racer and Castlevania might be tops for me, but I wasn't thinking about them. It honestly wasn't too exciting of one, just for my taste. All the games look great. I'm not saying they look bad. I just mean I'm a gamer and I'm looking to shop to buy games, and they're like, here's a presentation of games, and I'm like, I don't know. I could easily pass on all of these in a way, but
sure,
yeah. But Crimson Desert's coming out soon. So
yeah,
it's not like I'm not excited for things, just not what they offered.
Crimson Desert, baby.
It looks so good. People are convinced it's fake.
Also convinced it's a certain kind of game, and they keep warning us that it's not. I keep seeing articles and video previews and stuff where they're like, "Now you'd think it's gonna be like Witcher 3 or freaking, Skyrim, third person, blah, blah," but you'd be wrong. I'm just letting you know it's like totally different than what you think it is. But they're not telling us exactly what it is. So I'm a little nervous now. It's like that game gonna hit and go, "What is this? Like I got a mech in this?" Like I don't know how players are gonna respond. It's gonna be weird, but I'm excited.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. Well, that game, soon, like March something, 4th or something, 6th, something, whatever it is.
Chat said Cluck Norris.
Cluck
was a good name for
Norris,
the chicken,
not
and
bad.
It's very good.
Not bad. I can't think of another one like hard-boiled egg. See, none of those aren't good. That's not good. Anyway, more on the cock game as we get closer to its release.
Cock game.
Staying in the Sony. Oh, go ahead.
I hope that's what we call it.
I hope we do too. Let's stay with Sony for a second. This is breaking news. Jason Schreier announced today that he has it on good authority. It's not even just good authority. It is happening. I'll pull it up so people can see the quote. This was him posting on Blue Sky. Breaking, PlayStation is shutting down Blue Point Games, the studio responsible for modern remakes of classic games such as Demon's Souls, The Shadow of the Colossus. This all according to Bloomberg News. A shocking end for a well-respected studio. Now, again, these aren't the OG studios, obviously, because we know who made Demon's Souls. These are the remakes, the recent ones. So the PlayStation 5 remake of Demon's Souls, which was highly received well. That Shadow of the Colossus remake was really well received. That's the end of that. They're done. They're out. So yet another side studio / victim of the weird time we're in goes down. Thoughts, feelings?
No. I mean, I know there were some people that were hoping, given that they worked on Demon's Souls, maybe this is the company Sony taps to do the Bloodborne remake that everybody remaster that everybody wants and roots for every single time Sony announces anything. And so, that's a real bummer, but there's no indication that's what they were working on. So it's not like it got canceled or anything, but there were people who were hoping that was what it was. Sony's had a lot of misses recently. And if there's one thing we can learn from being an outside observer of these companies is that when they miss, sometimes the people that pay the price are not the people you would think. We made that point about Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard King. Wow, that was expensive. I wonder who's going to pay for that. And the answer is us and other developers of other companies that don't perform well.
Yep.
So that's who's paying for it, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is paying for other mistakes that Sony made.
Yeah, I think that's everything you said. I believe in, the bunny, the Easter Bunny, and Jesus. I believe what you just said. I don't know why I'm saying that. Hey, Bo, any thoughts on the shutdown? Probably not.
He's not.
Oh,
there.
He's not here.
I thought you were doing a bit.
He's just.
I thought you knew he wasn't there.
Nope, had no idea. Hi, Bo, you're back. Hi, welcome back.
The video cutting to his empty chair was the best part of it, though.
What happened?
We were talking about. Yeah.
Scott moved on and brought up the next topic and then cut to you and was like, Bo, any comment? And then cut to your video and the empty chair was there. And I thought he was doing it to be funny.
I didn't look before I
He didn't
switched.
realize you were gone.
Oh, you forgot? Oh, well.
Well, I didn't even see it. I didn't even know it. Well, how'd you do? You okay? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Little ointment or something or what? What's going on?
No, when you make a trip, but you didn't drop off the full load. You forgot something in the bed of your
The
truck.
bus got back to the station and someone said, excuse me?
Yeah. One of the kids you were supposed to drop off at the pool didn't show up on time or something. I get it.
Yeah. Well, it unleashes a series of trips, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I call it Del Boca Vista Phase 2 is what I call it. And my wife is annoyed every time I do it. Doesn't like it. Let's get to this Baldur's Gate 3 show.
Good. I didn't miss Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, we were going to talk about it last week, but ran out of time. This is Craig Mazin show running it. You know him from The Last of Us season 1 and 2, although it's questionable how much of 2 he was still involved with because there's been kind of a falling out with them. But Chernobyl was also his. Wanted to mention that.
I didn't think there was a falling out with him and them.
I thought there was, but
I thought it was the other guy, Neil Druckmann, was the falling out guy.
Maybe.
He's not affiliated with season 3, but I'm pretty sure Craig Mazin still is.
Seek out.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was another one.
Seek out Craig Mazin's daughter. She's an amazing singer. I feel like I've talked about this before. She's really good. Should listen to her sing. In fact, she did that. I'm taking a ride with my best friend cover that they played in the first season of Last of Us. That's his daughter, and she's got a voice, man. Holy crap! Anyway, that's not the important part.
We'll seek her out.
Well, we're getting a Baldur's Gate 3 TV show.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit.
Larian's not involved. They were talked to, but that's it.
Yeah, he went and talked to them, got a tour of the studio, got assets of some kind from them. But they are not consulting. None of the writers from Larian are working on the show, any of that.
Yeah, chat saying, Billsabub said the series is BG3 specific. I thought I heard it was just Baldur's Gate generally. Nope, it is.
They have said it's following the end of Baldur's Gate 3.
Right.
So.
Oh, see now, Bo? Okay, first thoughts.
I mean, it depends. Is Dave in this? Because then I got to support.
No.
We got to support our.
Not yet. Dave said he was going to the gym to get ready.
Yeah, he's a community member.
That's what
so
he posted.
I'm not, if I know a community member is involved in a project, I'm just going to be like, that's awesome.
I would be so excited if Dave was there.
Happy and support it. And, I like Baldur's Gate.
Maybe he'll just be in CG bear form. Just CG bear form the whole movie.
Can you imagine if Dave played a bear in it?
It'd be great.
That'd be so funny.
No, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that in the first season of The Last of Us. They had all the original actors for the roles in there somewhere throughout. So
he's a bear, but he doesn't do any combat. He just carves little wood statues because that's what Halson likes to do.
I love
that's it. He's such a big. First of all, buff elves. You don't see enough buff elves just for as a character design, but Halson's whole thing is he's a nature guy, so he's just like, I like whittling. Do you want to make out?
aside from anybody like that actually we would be stoked for personally, are there things that give you pause about how that game ends in terms of how this would then have to begin? Meaning, is the story cursed from the go, or what do you think? Because I never finished this game. I don't know how it ends.
It's got, imagine a billion different endings.
Okay.
And as a result, a very questionable, how do we start this thing?
We're now in a position where, as we're continuing the story, they're going to have to decide on a canonical ending, which kind of feels ass to me a bit.
Hard to do.
Yeah, so,
Isn't there, just to play a little devil's advocate, because just to be clear, I 100% agree with everything Bo was saying right now, but isn't there a degree of that already happens within the D&D universe, though? Because theoretically, right, the game can end and you can destroy everything.
Yeah.
Like a massive explosion can go off and destroy Baldur's Gate, but future D&D editions aren't going to be like, it was maybe destroyed at one point. Like, there is some level of canon event that happens.
It's unique as a franchise if you're just talking D&D because there's no shared history. There's no canon. It's all tools and points of light for you to make your own shit, right?
That's what I was wondering. Are any of those modules considered like they are stake in the ground?
Baldur's Gate is part of the Forgotten Realms. So they have like these story umbrellas, right? Dark Sun. I think Greyhawk's like the original setting that Gygax did, but I think that's very malleable. But there's Forgotten Realms, Dragonlance is a big one. Dark Sun, Eberron. I guess like we could also include like the Critical Role stuff, like Exandria is like also a thing. I think they have a couple of products for that. And like Spelljammer and Planescape. These are all technically like, it's not like lore, like, people are like, this Star Wars has this canon, but now that's not canon, it's this canon, it's D&D is like, play your game, like here, it's all just tools to give you pre-built stuff, but also they like to sell things, so they have books and they have long-standing, Dritz Duerden's like a big character in Forgotten Realms, and so there is a canon, it just depends. It depends. I don't know how closely. Like, I don't really care about Forgotten Realms when I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I was a Forgotten Realms fan. I don't know how much actual service they paid to being true to like the Forgotten Realms stuff.
Well,
Forgotten Realms is the most used of all of them for their generic products,
right?
Like because the whole premise of that planet or world or whatever you want to call it is that like there's a lot of dead civilizations, i.e. meaning a lot of dungeons for you to go and to play your D&D game with. So nothing really in D&D is canon anyways. So, you can just look at the story as like, well, we're just continuing some branch of the story, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's all they're doing, I guess.
That's always where the rubber meets the road with, I think, a franchise like D&D, So we don't have, I think, enough good stuff in the movie performance realm to really say there's a baseline there for that.
Yeah, even the D&D movie, which you did not like, is really loosely. It's just like, hey, here's a thing. Here's a group of players and their classes, whether you recognize it or not, and they had some fun. Boy, didn't we have fun! And it's not really meant to be. I'd love
just
a sequel.
Always, it's always very generic, and I think that's where I think the BioWare games and Baldur's Gate stood out. Is they really feel like they really serve D&D well to make them not feel that way. So I don't know. It could be that they do a great job. It's
Craig Mason's got a good track record. That's the best thing I got going for him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see. You know, I think they do have some talent on there. I saw Chris Perkins was contributing, and he's a legendary name, and that's worked with Wizards for a long time, and is very passionate about and knowledgeable about D&D. So, yeah, it could be incredible. I hope so. It'd be fun to watch, but you know, I just don't know. I just don't know how it's going to feel. It's a new thing, I think.
Yeah,
you know, like my Asterion became a vampire lord. Is Asterion just still going to be a silly little vampire spawn or freed? Is he no longer a vampire? Is it just Asterion who's like, I'm not a vampire anymore. Whatever I do, love.
Is there an ending where he croaks or no? Because you could play him.
Basically, every like any variation can happen. There are characters you don't even necessarily have to recruit. You can. There's some people that are probably like, who is Astarion and why did they put him on the cover of this game? Like, I missed him. I didn't recruit him, or I killed him immediately, or you know, he didn't make it to the end of the game, or he was evil, or he was redeemed. Like, there are multiple ways that it can go in an incredibly like wide range. Like, that's one character, never showed up, died, lived, was good, was evil, and tons of variance even within that. And then you have an entire party that's like that has that level of where did they go? What did they do? What was their outcome? What was their status? And so I do think that for a lot of people, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they thread that. We saw a little bit of this with the Fallout TV show, which I'm going to try and stay away from spoilers, but it exists after Fallout New Vegas, and they were very careful with what they showed in that show to where you could, without too much mental gymnastics, take whatever ending you picked and go, okay, it still kind of applies. Like, a lot went down after New Vegas, but my ending still applied. In fact, there's even a comment near the end of that series that acknowledges multiple outcomes that could have happened as if they happened. So they tried to keep that show very like canonically everything happened. You can't do that with Baldur's Gate because there's too much variance in what could have happened.
Yeah, like so much like freaking I was just it's coming back to me. Like, my ending was like went to hell with Karlach and just I'm fighting demons there in the forever war in hell with the
and even then, are you a mind flayer? Are you not a mind flayer? Was someone else a mind flayer? Like, there's all sorts of different levels of variance on top of even that. So
and there's variations.
It's very tricky.
Like, because you can make your own character, but you can also play as one of the canonical characters, and they have varying outcomes that you kind of don't get. Like, I know with Gale, I think you can ascend to godhood. I don't think you can ascend him to godhood as a party member. I think that you have to play as him potentially. I don't know. Yeah, it's not just like, it's not Deus Ex where it's like, all right, there wasn't much choice in the game, but now you're at the ending, push one of 4 buttons and see a different one of the 4, quick time events. It's like Gale might have blown up you can kick Gale out of your group
as you should.
Goes off.
Go ahead.
And he goes off. Well, he's a nuke. He goes off and dies. Like,
That's right.
Takes a whole bunch of shit with him. Potentially you too. I think actually, if you don't deal with him, I think like he's a giant magical nuke.
Pain in the ass, Gale.
So
Took like 3 magical items from Scott, and Scott will never forgive him.
I feel like after the first one he took from me,
there's also an ending where you can beat the game in Act 2. Spoilers, guys, but this game's been out for a while. You can beat the game in Act 2 as Gale, or if you talk Gale into suicide bombing into the 3 bosses while they're all there, in the boss room, you skip all of Act 3 because it ends the game. So I don't know if it's a good outcome or a bad. Oh yeah, I think you might kill another brain because another brain's there too. So there's technically a way to end the game even before the normal ending of the game because it's a choice you can make and the choice is accounted for, which is, and that's how speedrunners speedrun the game. They nuke themselves. They play as Gale and nuke themselves in Act 2. and all the bosses and the nether brain. There's a spot where everyone's together, and because the game gives you so much agency, you can pull the ripcord, blow yourself up, and kill all the bosses and the nether brain, and just be done.
Sure.
Also, Raphael can win. There's a Raphael ending where you make deals with the devil, and the devil comes out on top, and he's got the crown of command, and now it's his universe.
Oh my gosh! Imagine going that way. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really fascinating, the different spots you can end up in that game, and it makes it really one of a kind. So that's why I'm like, if someone said, "Hey, do you want to do a Baldur's Gate TV show?" I'd be like, "Where do we even start?" Everything I decide is going to piss somebody off. Like
it's a hard crowd, tough crowd on this one.
Maybe that's where you start. Maybe you pick an unpopular ending, like the Raphael wins ending. And you go with something that's like, look, we're going way off kilter to tell you this particular story so that everybody that's like, my canon is it like, we're going to make it very clear this isn't tied to any of that. This is its own separate thing. Maybe
right.
It's an approach, but
like one way they could do it is like it's 100, like the way Baldur's Gate does it with the other ones. It's 100 years later. It's 200 years later.
Yeah.
Like, so when they say it's a following, I'm like, seems like I'd said it later, and that would be the stuff of legend, whatever happens. So information you get could be hearsay and wrong because it's been generations, which kind of they do with Baldur's Gate 3 and the previous games as well. But if they're just like, if it follows right after the end of Baldur's Gate 3 and you're hanging out with Gale and Astarion at an inn, I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know if we're even going to... sure, it's after those events, but it isn't guaranteed these characters are even involved.
Like, if you weren't telling me Greg Mason, who's like, has a good reputation, I suppose, for making a good thing. Yeah. If you weren't telling me the good things about it, I would look at this and go like, this is clearly successful. They sat around at a table and said, this thing will generate us money. We should do more with it.
Yeah.
And, there's no sort of good sense among them being like, to leave it alone or to handle it properly. So I'd be very cynical, especially given the lawsuits with Hasbro and stuff. Like, things are not good over there right now.
No.
So I don't know. But that said, they might throw some money at it, get some talent, and something great might come out of it. It's not like nothing good doesn't come out of a company like that. So it's possible.
Yeah, I think like you said, some of the names involved are giving me some hope, and that's also ups the pressure on them, but gives me hope.
I guess Craig Mazin said he has over 1,000 hours in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, he's a nerd, man. That guy.
He's a big fan, clearly. Yeah. I don't think I have 1,000 hours in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. I mean, he should make Baldur's Gate 4 instead of a TV show.
Video games. He can just prompt his way there, Bo. That's the new thing. You just
vibe code Baldur's Gate 4. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
The weekend.
Speaking of which, Unity is going to let you prompt your way to making games. Unity Game Engine CEO Matthew Bromberg has touted generative AI advancements in its game engine that will soon enable users like me and you to, quote, put full casual games into existence, unquote, just by using natural language. All right, all of my AI snark to the side for just a second. That is where this tech is heading, and it will probably be pretty efficiently doing what he described. Casual games, that's a wide definition, so for a minute, let's pretend that there aren't there's a lot of clouds in this that we don't understand. But the idea that you'll soon be able to do this is kind of true across the board. It's interesting that an existing game engine who kind of depends on this change not happening to remain viable is actually just going in and saying, well, yeah, part of what we're going to do is let you build shit just by typing. Like, this is a bit like Photoshop adding generative fill and all that sort of stuff to Photoshop. It's a way of getting out ahead of it before the thing you're fostering takes over the thing you do naturally. So I just think it's interesting. They're the first one that have kind of been vocal about this. You haven't heard this from Epic yet with Unreal or or others, not to this level, where they're like, yeah, soon John Jagger is going to be able to make his own casual party game based on, I don't know, some JRPG he loves from the SNES era.
The real sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Yes, right. Chrono.
The real one, the right one.
What would you call it? Chrono Pass.
Chrono Jagger.
Chrono Jagger.
Yeah, why not?
Chrono Jagger.
Chrono Trigger v Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Got all Hideo and meta. In
I've got AI, so I can do it, and I don't need no rights. I can just Spider-Man woke up and saved the Chrono Trigger.
He basically says we want to remove as much friction from the creative process as possible, becoming the universal bridge between the first spark of creativity and a successful, scalable, and enduring digital experience. A lot of mumbo jumbo talk for this tech is here and improving at an insane rate, and we may as well offer a path, because if we don't, our irrelevance will be even quicker. It's all a little dystopic, but honestly, I'm not that surprised.
I also think it gets some money.
Well, that too.
Because right now, that's how you get money.
Yeah, you have AI
you
features.
say AI.
Yeah, and not only that, you
that's
charge.
where the money's going.
You instead of charging, because Unity's got free ways to get in there and get going, and then you pay a percentage and all that. The AI part of this is going to come at a premium. You're not going to be able to just go in there and do it. They're going to say, okay, well, for this many tokens, you'll get this much a month for some subscription. You want beyond that, this is so much per token. Like, that's how that world's working right now. They'll make money in the interim on that. So will the providers they work with, whoever they are. Like, this, I expect, I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, but what I am saying is that all the major engines will announce something similar to this, and it will be sooner than you think. I'll bet you by July, all the major engines are doing this or something like it. Mark my word.
Everybody's going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Because again, right now it is, in terms of investment, there is only so much money that can be invested. And if it's disappearing from somewhere, it's going somewhere else, or vice versa. If it's going somewhere, it's disappearing from somewhere else. And right now, there's a little magical word in the world of investing called AI that people are extremely happy because they see the potential for big returns on, even though maybe people that are in the consumer side are like, I don't think this is a good idea. But it's what's keeping these companies in the green for right now, and so they're leaning on it. And it also, I think you alluded to this, Scott, which is it's a way to sort of hedge your bets in what might be some lean years.
Yep.
Because if all of a sudden AI is becoming big and it's taking attention away from an area, if you can get in early and secure money, whether that's investment money or people buying in early and getting a big cash flow from it, you can overcome the loss of revenue you're going to get from the results of something that's coming regardless.
Yep, well said.
So I think you're seeing a lot of that in Hollywood. You're seeing a lot with like AI actor replacement for extras and things like that. I think you're seeing that here. You're seeing it in a lot of places. You mentioned like Adobe doing that sort of stuff. I do think there will be, like, I'm not doom and glooming it because I do think there will be an eventual self-correction on this, but we got to ride that wave, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to feel weird until that correction, but I agree that there will be a correction. I don't know. Like, as much as I like my social feeds, which I'm pretty much done with, social media can F off, but once in a while I'm posting something and I just notice that my timeline is nothing on Threads in particular, just miles of sea dance videos. And the reason they're there is, we talked about this a little bit last week, but the reason they're there is because there's two things going on. People are saying, look, it's Batman versus Wolverine. The ultimate dream has come true. I made this with no money and I did it in 3 minutes. Can you believe it? Hollywood's cooked. All those things, whatever. Ignore that for a second. If I'm being honest about what I'm seeing, it's impressive. Like, this is no longer look for the missing fingers and why is her face weird. It's actually kind of like exponentially and very quickly becoming very good at what it's setting out to do. Put aside copyright issues, put aside all that stuff. We're going to have to deal with it one day, but just talking from that perspective, the shit is here. And now it's going to be this question of, well, unlike other disruptive technologies like the internet itself, or I don't know, small ones like in the accounting world, Lotus 123 or things like Excel just completely change the way people do accounting. When these disruptions happen, have they ever been as massively disruptive as this one, with as many fingers as many cookie jars as it has in industries? And will that mean that that wave you talked about will last longer or be higher or more destructive before a correction? Like, where is the calm after the storm? I don't know, man.
I think the biggest issue with AI is I think that the cost versus revenue is going to be too high for the demand. And I think that's where the biggest pain point is going to be. Yeah. We're already seeing it with the RAM shortage, where it's not sustainable. And as people's desire to use it and play with these tools go up, the demand gets higher. And I don't think the money is going to last forever. I don't think it's going to be...
Who wants to pay for it?
Right. Because guess what? Surprise. People who want to be able to type Deadpool fights Batman, go, don't want to invest a bunch of money into that. If they wanted to invest a bunch of money, they would have gone through the route of, I really am passionate about this. I want to learn about filmmaking. I want to learn how to make this happen, or I want to learn about the art behind it. They don't want to invest a bunch of money into this project. There's not a lot of money to be made. They just want to type thing, see thing, and I think there's a lot of users using that. And I don't think the revenue is going to come back in the way that a lot of people are hoping. And I think there will be a bubble pop with AI, and how that looks when that all settles is going to be interesting. That I don't know. I don't know how I would predict that. Maybe we can ask AI how this is all gonna happen when it does eventually pop. But
it's also gambling, because like you put a prompt in and maybe you get what you want. You see something in your mind's eye, and a lot of times creative stuff is taking what you're seeing in your mind's eye and translating it. It doesn't always reach reality in the way you saw it in your head. That's kind of the fun of creativity.
Not yet, it doesn't.
But well, I mean, I'm basing it just currently on what I've used every time I put a prompt in. It's like obviously very sophisticated and impressive, but also not what I asked.
Right. Oftentimes,
like
that's
not
true.
what So,
but I'm
still
seeing
a lot of problems to solve. Solve before I'm talking about to make money. Right.
Right.
Like so, I'm going to spend tokens on generating some images or some video. I don't quite like it. I need to keep tweaking it. It feels like you're gambling. Like I'm not paying $20 and getting the exact thing I ordered.
I'm glad you brought that up, because it is that way. It's like saying, I want the burger on the menu, but the thing comes out looking like a chicken sandwich. You're like, no, I said burger. I guess I could have said
another
beef.
Token.
Give me another token. Yeah, pay for the burger again. That is one unique thing to this, isn't it? Like, I realize.
That's what I said when John said about the business model. It's like, it's one thing if it's free. Like, you can't, no company can actually say we didn't use the AI. If you use Google, the AI is right there. Like, it's in front of your eyes. We're all looking at it. Like, they've it's being plopped into places anyways. Like, no one's not using it really. And
you gotta live in a cabin and not.
When you say, are we using AI? It's like more context required.
Yeah. It's
like we're not putting a prompt in and spitting stuff out, but I just assume everyone is affected if you're using a computer at this point, or internet, like search engine, something. You're using AI if you're reading social media and you see some AI posts. That's using AI.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm. Like, it's almost at this point we're just going to keep seeing it until the legs get kicked out from under it. I just. It's a machine. I think the important thing that's really got impressed on people is like we haven't actually created new consciousness yet. It works in a very interesting way, very fascinating to people, but it is still a photocopier. No matter how sophisticated it gets, it's still just a machine. So you have to ask yourself, if you buy a lawnmower and it's for mowing the lawn and it sometimes doesn't because it's AI, and decides to do something different. It's not what you need a machine or a function for.
Yeah.
So it's not worth money.
Right.
until it does something reliably. And that might be the case. That's what the promise is right now. So I'm still waiting to see it.
We'll see what happens. Well, there's that. Guess what else?
Sorry, just one more comment.
Go ahead.
Because it's a race.
Oh, yeah,
Once someone makes the thing that's reliable, they're the ones that are going to be you won't say AI, you'll say whatever the company's name is.
Or the country is my worry, but yeah.
Sure. Well, the other scary thing is military applications. Like, we're all like, oh, make like boobies, but like really it's
make like boobies.
Make like boobies.
You know what? I've never typed make like boobies, but now I want to see what happens.
Like, I didn't mean like boobies. I just mean, like we're all thinking on the level of make boobies, but some people are thinking of it on the level of, arms race. It's an arms race.
No, it totally is.
Also, we all get to play. It's like if we were in an arms race for nuclear bombs, but everyone got to play a little bit with a little nuclear bomb. Like it's an arms race.
And also, you can look at it this way: if ByteDance wins the arms race, China wins. If OpenAI wins the arms race, GPT and all them, the U.S. wins. These were all their money is coming from investment from the governments in those two cases. If Anthropic wins, we'll be better off. Those guys are kind of hippies, and I like it. I like them.
Yeah, except that I've listened to the Anthropic CEO, and he still says there's a 20% chance of just extinctifying.
Well, yeah, so they all say that.
And then they're like, well, why are you doing it? Well, we want to be there first.
Everybody else is, and why not us?
And I'm old and rich. Why do I care?
Exactly.
Boo.
So we're just having a bit of fun at the risk of the rest of us. But
even open source is having a trouble. Our next story is about this. Godot, however you say, Godot, whatever it is, the open source.
I say Godot, but yeah.
We'll say Godot for reasons. It's open source, and you can contribute to the code base, and that's how open source works. Well, they're so inundated with AI slop submissions, like crappy code that is clearly just quick AI junk, and then they're trying to submit it to the code base that they're having a hard time keeping up. I deep dived on this a bit.
Yeah. The issue is the volume. Like, I don't think they're taking a principled stand against AI generated contributions. If they're good contributions, they're good. The problem is the people can easily make a contribution by spitting a few prompts in and then submit it to the council, where real humans have to review to see if it's good to add to the code base.
Yeah.
And it's volunteer based. Like, they don't make money off of it. So they're getting, and I was like, oh, this is an interesting, speaking of like problems with AI, low effort code contributions.
And that stuff will improve with the LLMs improving, but also there is going to always be this aspect. If you just look at this one narrow example, there's always going to be some human foible in this particular idea, because how lazy or how thorough you are, even when working with an LLM to produce code, will yield better results when you're more thorough than they will if you're just like, make a thing move, or this controls 3D backend shader poopah, whatever they want to call it. So it's a bummer, because open source projects aren't used to being inundated like this. And they have to do it, because you can't just have people contribute to the base code and say, okay, now it's ready to go distribute. It's a little bit like saying, I run a magazine, a Reader's Digest, and everybody sends in their articles and they're all really interested and people love them. Well, our editors have to sift through that shit and find it. And if they're all AI garbage, you just quadrupled the job of the person. And AI is not that great at being that person yet.
But also a waste of productivity. Even if you were to hire enough people to get through all of it.
Yeah, huge waste.
It's a huge waste of their time. Honestly.
It's a challenge. Honestly, we haven't talked about it much, but this presents, I think, a fresh challenge to open source in general. And I think it's going to have to be talked about, at least. And I don't know.
This was the first I came across the idea about Godot, but I have to imagine it's happening to other open source projects as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It has to, right? There's no way.
Like OBS, like Blender, like anything awesome you're using that's free and open source, whatever the Adobe alternative is. Resolve, I think, is open source. Maybe? I don't know.
DaVinci, yeah. Well, they have a version you can pay for, but I don't think it's open source.
It's just freemium.
Yeah.
Okay. But like any open source projects, like rely on contributions from a passionate team of people working on the project. And if you're like, I want to get famous for contributing, let me generate something every day and submit it. You know what I mean? Like it's, and
ironically, AI may be the only thing that could tackle the volume.
This is job applications. Everyone's using AI to write job applications, and then everyone's using AI to sift through the job applications.
Yeah.
And it's like this. It created a problem, and it solves its own problem. It's a parasite. I mean, that's the tech industry model, though. Is like we build something that makes life more convenient, quicker, efficient, whatever. And now we have you over a barrel because now your business slowly becomes, or your lifestyle slowly becomes dependent on the tech solution, and that's where the inshitification comes in, or the money gets cranked up.
Yeah.
So from the business side, that's what AI is trying to. It's a toll. Like a, you have a bridge, and someone's like, "Hey, I'll buy that and put a toll gate on it." That's the tech industry, basically.
Yeah, but shout out to PC Gamer for using this image as their as their article image, which is an actual photo. Funny. I'm assured by the site that this is not a AI generated image. It's just a dude with a notebook in the water, kind of drowning, trying to figure out what the F to do. And I appreciate it. It looks like Ron Weasley or something. I don't know.
It's really great. He got kicked out of wizard school. He had to learn how to use a laptop.
Sounds about right. All right, moving on.
Right, anyways, sorry, Godot.
No, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. It's leaked or been rumored anyway that Tencent is Wildlight's primary investor. Also, the game site is down. Wildlight, if you didn't know, was the Highguard devs. The site's down. It says, "Hey, our site's down."
Whole site, but the Wildlight, like if you click the link to or go to Wildlight, it's up, but the Highguard page is down. It's just site unavailable. All that business.
Where did it go?
Just to be precise about it, because I went to the site and I went, "Hey, it's not down. Are we going to misinform people?" And then it's like, "Oh no. It's like wildlight.gg."
Yeah, playhighguard.com is. No, it's back up. I checked right before the show. It was still down. So
really?
it must have just come back up.
Play Highguard.
That's not coming up. Oh yeah, it is back up.
I checked it like
.gg you said?
2 ago.
Is it .gg?
Maybe did Tencent sell them finally?
Wait, I'm not getting it. Oh, the Highguard. Maybe if I spelled it right. Is it DGG or com?
Playhighguard.com.
Okay, com.
Yeah, they're. Oh, it is back up. I checked it before the show. John. Wildlight.gg was up, but Highguard was site unavailable. It's back up.
Yeah, it's up.
Is there a headline? Hang on. Is it?
Yeah, see if anybody's saying anything about it. I don't know if it means anything. Somebody could swoop in and save the day.
Oh,
coming to mobile. Hold on.
Yeah. PC Gamer. Highguard website woes are just an administrative thing, developer says, and the studio's in no rush to fix it because reputational damage is already done. Oh, boo-hoo!
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Hold on, though.
I'm getting sick of these guys. I felt bad about Concord. I'm not feeling bad. The more I hear them talk about Highguard, the less nice I'm feeling.
Yeah, I know.
That's maybe your problem right there. Us versus the world.
Well, I feel bad for people making it. I don't feel bad for anyone in charge.
Yeah, listen, they were kind of full of shit.
The site's been down for 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
Like, you could have said something. Mm-hmm. Guess what? That's been the story of this game from day one. Mm-hmm. You could have said something.
Yeah.
Well, we put out a trailer that told you absolutely jack shit about the game, and then we didn't talk for a month. That's on you, gamers. Yeah. No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
it's on you.
So the site's down
you
for
fucking
2 days,
idiots.
And they finally put it back up, and they blamed us for it too.
Yeah, and they could have. So that holder page that used to be there, this thing right here. This site is currently unavailable. Please contact for assistance. This should have had a note that said, down for maintenance. We'll let you know when it's back up. Anything.
Somebody made the page.
Yeah.
Did you fire them?
Yeah.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is so obnoxious. And it's been down for so long. You have a Twitter account. You can't tweet We're moving sites. Even if you want to be snarky about it, we know you all want to get out your tinfoil hats and pitchforks, but we're just moving website hosts. We'll be back in a couple days. You can still be snarky about it. Just say something. But they say absolutely nothing. They let every narrative in the world build up. I wouldn't be surprised if the next thing that comes out is that Tencent didn't invest anything at them, but they let us believe it for a week before they actually said something. And even that is its own lesson, because every time somebody said, hey, who's funding this game? They were like, we don't talk about that. Why not? As soon as you say, I'm not going to say anything, you allow everybody else to fill in your narrative. You don't get to then be pissy that they did it. You didn't supply anything. It is such a weird thing to me that they sit there and they're like, it's the gamer's fault. Everybody rushes to conclusions. Well, what did you do to absolve that from happening? Nothing.
Zip.
Absolutely nothing. But certainly we can't be the problem.
Yeah.
We've done nothing and nothing works. Oh my God.
I know it sucks.
Absolutely. Again, the individual people who just wanted to make a good game and had a bad experience and it didn't work out, I'm sorry that it happened to you and I do feel bad. But the people who are making these decisions and these calls absolutely are getting what they deserve with this failure, because they are the ones who made these decisions. They caused it. Stop pointing at everybody else and look in the fucking mirror.
That's right. You hear that rant? That was a grade A quality rant. The bomb John just dropped.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah. I like it though. I like where your head's at, man.
Me too. I like it. Yeah.
This is good. We need to call these things what they are. Call a spade a spade.
Stole the words from my mouth. I got nothing to add.
I don't either.
Except, how did you react to finding out 10-cent funding? We kind of jumped ahead.
Surprisingly, didn't bother me at all.
Bother me a bit.
Actually, the funny thing is like, not that it didn't necessarily bother me, but it was surprising that it was quiet, because Tencent talks about funding things all the time. They're not quiet about it. No. They're like, we funded them. Which means someone somewhere made a deliberate choice that we're going to keep it hush-hush on this one.
Yeah.
And whether that's on Wildlight, whether that's on Tencent, I don't know, because, again, nobody's saying anything. But when I found out, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
I guess that makes sense.
Tencent owns most of a controlling stake in Epic. They own Fortnite, essentially. It's not like a crazy idea that Tencent spends money on games. So why they wanted to hide that is weird to me. Like, I get the whole, like, we wish Chinese companies weren't as, or whatever. I understand there's a little bit of that, but in today's world, where Tencent is literally the largest gaming conglomerate in on the planet, they invested some money in a game. Yeah, Path of Exile 2. Guess who bankrolls that shit? Tencent. And they don't hide that one. I don't know why they hid it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Really weird, man. Yeah. I don't get it. I was on the PC Gamer page and I just noticed this while we had that article up. I kind of want to get this new Styx game. The Blades of Greed review up there is really good. The stealth third-person goblin stealth game. I don't know if you guys remember the first Styx game. It was kind of middling.
Oh, yeah.
I heard really good things about this from someone else, and also now seeing this review, I'm kind of like, oh, that's pretty high for these guys. Anyway, it's like, if you like Thief and Goblins, sounds like that'd be our jam. Anyway, that's just a side note.
There's a lot. There was a lot of weird, like, kind of small but kind of big news this week. Like, we didn't even talk about. We don't have in there the Todd Howard interview that he did.
Oh yeah,
where he said, "Don't expect Starfield 2.0." It was like an oddly earnest, like, interview with him. It's like maybe the most honest and upfront I've ever seen Todd Howard be, where he's just like, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long ways away, but we're working on it. And yeah, we're putting out a lot of Starfield stuff. If you didn't like Starfield, this isn't going to change your mind.
Wow.
Like that. Who says that? Like, it was refreshing.
That's a guy who's a little burnt out on his dream project,
I mean, these folks aren't stupid. They read what's online too.
They know.
They're not that much in a bubble.
I appreciate the honesty, though. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we often don't get it because they're salesmen for their companies. So,
yeah, no, it's a good point. How often they get out and go, "Gamers, we heard you," and then they give you a bunch of PR bullshit. In this case, he's literally just like, yeah, if you expected like maybe 30 years from now, there's a Starfield collector's edition.
Where was
or
the
something.
interview? Like, it was with like a.
I was with Kind of Funny Games.
Okay.
Here's the funny thing. Yeah, maybe this just shows where my head is at with this. Here's a nice little refreshing bit of positivity after I got really mad kind of irrationally and aired too much of my grievances. But the interview with Todd Howard was so upfront and earnest that I was like, you know what? Maybe I could buy that Starfield expansion so I can convert it to the Star Wars game. Let's be clear. I'm not going to play Starfield.
I get you.
But
Bethesda keeps winning, John.
But
Yeah.
maybe
Principles stand.
maybe I can like them enough off of this bit of honesty to buy the much maligned expansion so I can play the total conversion that people made.
Was this a video interview, by the way?
It was, but Kind of Funny is mostly a podcast too, so I think it's podcast and video.
But did they? I mean, you could.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay, he wasn't like down here, just a little bit of hair on the screen.
He was on a Discord call.
Okay,
I think
all right.
he
So
wasn't in studio.
he moved
but
his
he
camera
called in.
down.
So he's got his chair a nice big boy chair, and he's got.
Scott, he's taller than me.
This conversation goes the same every time we do it. He also made a comment in that interview I wanted to mention real quick. He says that they are returning to what he called that classic Elder Scrolls style for 6. I think that's code for it'll be a lot like Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Because people aren't clamoring for what the second one, the one with the sprites. They're not going, bring us back Daggerfall. They're not begging for Daggerfall graphics. Like, he must mean Skyrim. What else is he talking about?
Well, he was in the context of it. He was saying that Fallout 76 and what was another one that they did, or even Starfield was a little bit off the regular path for what a Bethesda game is, and that Elder Scrolls was going to be kind of back to what they usually do.
Okay.
My big thing with it is, and this is where I'm always really harsh with Bethesda games, is remember when Larian was making Baldur's Gate 3, or Baldur's Gate 3 came out and everybody was like, you can't hold other games to the standard of Baldur's Gate 3 because Larian has been making and perfecting that type of game for years now, and they have the ability to build something that cannot be compared to other companies and other teams. That's what Bethesda's doing. They've been doing exactly that for just as long, if not longer, but we don't see the same level of quality and evolution. And that's where I get critical of them, is they've had just as much time as Larian to perfect and make this their area of expertise where they cannot be touched. No one can hold a torch to them. And they rest on the laurels of, well, modders will fix it. And I don't have a lot of respect for that. So I'm fine with them going back to what they do with Elder Scrolls, with Skyrim and all of that, but maybe go to Nexus mods for Skyrim, take a look at the most downloaded of all time, and ask yourselves, what can we learn from this? What can we learn? If you want to ignore the fact that one of the big lessons you would learn is we want nudity and sex in the game.
Yeah, ignore those.
Go ahead and disregard those. Let the modders carry that burden.
Yeah.
But if it's inventory, UI, quicker start to the game, fixing this, changing that, what can we as a company learn about how we make our game so that we're not asking somebody else to do it?
Yeah.
And put out something that's a higher tier quality when it comes out. That's what I want them to do.
That'd be great.
I want them to reinvent the wheel. They should still make a Elder Scrolls game for sure. That's what it's there for. But at least go and look at what people are doing to your game so you know how to change it.
The good news or bad news, depending on your perspective, is they're going to be using the build engine again. 3.0 of the build engine. So same engine.
Yeah.
Different
but they
era.
put a 3.
Yeah, they put a 3 on there. We'll see how that goes.
So it's serious.
His exact quote was, "This is not, like you said, is not Starfield 2.0. I have seen some of that." He added, "So for expectation setting, it's the kind of thing that if you love Starfield, then you're going to love this. It updates and adds things and changes the game, not in an isolated way, but in sort of a meta way, using outer space and things in ways we haven't before. But look, if Starfield is something that didn't connect with you right away, or you bounced off of it or found it boring in places, I don't think this is going to change that fundamentally." That's fine.
That's honest. Good.
Yeah, I do
Thank
like
you.
that. I do like that. And I kind of like
I wish
Starfield.
more people would be like that.
I kind of like Starfield. So I would be interested in poking back in when these changes come, because some of them sound good. And I already kind of like the game, and I wouldn't mind checking it out. So maybe I'll be that guy. I don't know. We'll find out.
I might get it and convert it to a Star Wars game.
Exactly. That thing's pretty popular.
Although I do find it funny. Maybe I'm just incapable of not throwing a little shade. They seem to think that Starfield 2.0 not possible, but modders made an entire Star Wars game, total conversion to the game, in this amount of time.
Yeah. It's impressive. I mean, a lot of it's graphics and textures and stuff, but not that those are fast, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you how good the like missions are and junk. I'm curious about all that.
I just
John,
gotta
you
get
need
the
to do
expansion. I know. I need to get the expansion, and then I'll do it. I'll do the full conversion, and maybe that's the only game I ever play. Maybe all I needed in my life is Star Wars Starfield.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bo? Sorry, you said something.
Oh, I was just going to say, that's the Bethesda curse. I had to buy Skyrim again to play it in VR and mod it extensively to get a good experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
They keep doing it, too.
They just keep getting away with it.
Dirty bastards. One final note. Investors, it's ironic because my entire post art is all about this. So final note, maybe it's a little more than that, but investors have sued creative leads on Ashes of Creation. The Ashes of Creation story continues to tumble down the hill and gather moss. The investors are claiming that director Stephen Sheriff, which I think is funny, siphoned millions away from the company while it was drowning in debt. There's stuff about buying a house quickly and right before shit went bad, so that he had the house and made sure it was under a certain name so that it couldn't be used in a lawsuit. A bunch of things like that. The investor says, quote, "They are both insane, pathological narcissists," of Stephen and the other co-founder guy. Yeah, it just gets weirder over there. That story, man. It's something like, let's see, of all the alleged, the alleged debt, somewhere between 100 million and 140 million.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it that big. Yeah.
That's what he's claiming. Although that conflicts with what Sharif, I guess it's Sharif, not Sheriff. I don't know why I said Sheriff. He claims it's less than that. But anyway, the backers are pissed, so they're suing him, and we'll see if they get their money.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, he might be in big shit.
What a weird deal. I think it'd be funny if Pirate Software had to talk at a funeral at a courtroom thing for this, and he pulled up a
Well, I suggested
MS
they
Paint.
put fishing in the game.
Yeah, he'd say,
to me.
He'll say, look, I was a Blizzard for 7 years, and then he'll start drawing circles and paint and point to things, and that'll be a great courtroom drama. I'm looking forward to it.
I just saw in the chat before we get off of it, we had a listener, Low Scores Arcade, mentioning that there's going to be a new Pokemon pinball cabinet from Stern.
Actual cabinet.
And I'm looking at the trailer for it. Oh my God.
That's so cool,
this
dude.
so bad.
I know.
I want this so badly.
We looked at it on Play Retro, and we were both salivating. My favorite Pokemon game and my favorite video game pinball game are Pokemon pinball games. I love Pokemon pinball and the GBA in particular. That was the height of amazing. And they've never made one since. So when I heard Stern was doing this, by the way, you're going to need like 10 grand if you want one, John. I don't even know how many they're making. But
That's more than I have.
yeah,
Let's
me
just say
too.
that.
I can't afford it. I will not have one of these unless Someone graciously
They have
donates
they have multiple versions of it. They have a regular, they have a pro, a premium, and a limited edition.
it.
Like, can you imagine if buying these was like your thing? Like you regularly had to save up 10 grand for your
You're like a pinball collector?
Yeah.
It's 13 grand for the limited edition one.
I guess you
Yeah,
need the
more.
real estate for it too.
Well, you invite everybody over and you make them pay to play, and then it
Oh
pays
yeah,
for
25
itself.
cents at a time. It'll pays for itself.
Look, don't think of it as a purchase. Think of it as an
An
investment.
investment, sure.
It's only $7,000 for the base level.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, just seven. Look, just 7,000 for
well,
the base level.
that
Do you
won't be
really
happening.
need the? Do you really need the premium?
No,
I don't
that's
know what the
cool.
difference is. They need a big comparison for
Yeah.
them.
The only beef I have, not beef, but the only question I would have is how does this thing behave like a traditional Pokemon pinball? Because those video games had aspects to them that are magical and will not happen with physicality. You can't reproduce some of the stuff it does.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, in the trailer, it shows the little screen and catching like a Caterpie up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there's something where like there's a digital element that will appear, and then you have to do things within the play space that will impact the digital.
Probably.
That would be
That
my
seems
guess.
reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, you guys are right.
It's awesome. I would love one. Man, that just makes me want to go. I'm going to pull out the Ambernick tonight and place me some
How much
Pokemon
is the
pinball.
pro? So the pro one is
Pro is 7,000 American.
7,000. So like
It's like
10K plus.
yeah,
for-
9,500 up there, Canadian price. You got to you got to cheat in some more gold medal events and get that cash.
Yeah, well, yeah, somebody's got to get me 10 grand for this thing. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's really
I like
neat.
the colors of it.
It's very, very cool. All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the games we played this week. We got a lot. There's a lot of games, a lot of shared play.
Wait, we got distracted, but don't anybody buy Ashes of Creation. I think that's the point of the story. Is it's on sale.
Oh yeah, no, don't.
Don't waste your money on it.
That feels like a bespoke thing that everyone should know. If they don't, do not buy Ashes of Creation.
That's why
Is
we're
it
that's
still
why we're
for,
bringing
is
it
it
up.
still for sale?
I thought it got delisted. No.
I thought it got pulled because
It's on the
Steam
store.
was doing.
It is delisted.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought it got delisted too. So you're okay. Go to the store, look at the videos, and enjoy yourself. But you can't buy
Just
it.
stay away. I mean, it's too late. But
What a toxic, multi-year, mega million wasted thing that had
you know, it
potential.
sucks. We're not getting many new MMOs, and another one bites the dust.
Maybe ever. It feels like it right now.
Well,
with
you
Greg's
still
thing
got
that-
World of Warcraft. We still got Final Fantasy 14.
Well, no, I'm saying like something new. You know,
I think it's going to be a case of the new ones. You
AI
have to love
generate
what you
them.
have, not pine for new things. You know what I mean? If you want that
Yeah.
experience,
Get the Unity engine and just type out your MMO, and you'll be good to go. That's my understanding is how that's going to work. It's going to
maybe
be just like that.
Okay, well, we'll make it. Core will make one in a weekend, guys.
Oh, the Core.
That update
Core's even
comes
a cool
out.
name for a video game. Probably is one. Core. You know,
Core Momo.
Core Momo or Momo Core. I don't know. Something.
Blast Core.
Blast Core. But the point is, we'll be back. I will now say hello and welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there while we get ready for this part of the show. And this part of the show is famous for being this. That's not the right one. This show. Why am I there? There we go. Hey, it's time for the games we played. Turns out we played 3 separate games, but some form of shared play. We played a bunch of stuff, and in some cases together. We played this week.
But I got to do a correction. I didn't end up playing Dobbel Dungeon.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
I'm going to move that down then.
Put that back.
Putting that back where that was.
Back in you, Scott. You're the only one.
I will give a shout out though for how you got yours. But
Sure.
I'm actually excited about that game, so we'll talk about it. All right, let's start with what you guys did. The Diablo 2 Resurrected Infernal Edition, the
I
Warlock.
can't believe John did this. I thought I'd be the only one.
I did too.
Yeah,
I was a little surprised. What happened?
Hey, I was too, because if you caught the John show, not today's John show, but last week's John show, somebody asked me if I would play it, and I said no. I was not interested. But then I was sitting there bored, and I was like, you know what? I could go for an ARPG right now. You know, it was pretty good. Diablo Resurrected. And it's got new content, and I've got the money to burn on a video game. because I bought my pre-order of Resident Evil months ago. So I picked it up and picked it up on Steam and was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's try what the Warlock is. Let's see how it goes. I will say right off the bat, I don't know why I thought they would have done this, but I was like, what does it look like in the retro style graphics? So I hit the button to switch. If you play in the Warlock mode, you cannot switch to old graphics. They did not put in an old graphics version of the Warlock. So anybody that's like me that's wondering like, hey, what does this look like old style? It doesn't exist. If you play the Warlock, you play specifically this edition of the game, and you cannot switch to old graphics.
It's a WoW classic situation. Basically, there's the Warlock expansion. So any class you play, you can't see the old one, or you can play Diablo Classic with the what is it, Lord of Terror, with Lord of Terror, without. I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Options. Okay, yeah.
So, and to me, that's fine. I do kind of stand by what I said when I was kind of talking over my thoughts with it, which is, especially now knowing that this is a very specific version of the game that you can launch. I wish they would just go all in on UI changes. If you're not going to be kind of pigeonholed by the ability to hit, F5 and go to old version of the graphics, give me a modern UI where I can macro a bunch of buttons and a bunch of keys. They have it to a degree, like you can assign a bunch of different abilities like to your number pad, but you press it and it changes the mouse click to that ability. It's not like I press it and then it does that ability. You press it and then it switches that to right click or left click.
There's a setting to turn that off, by the way.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
okay.
Because it reverted and I was like trying to figure it out. Yeah, you can make it so it doesn't do that.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that's what I want. Yeah, because that's what it needs. Because I'm getting real sick of like, I was on the wrong freaking ability. I keep resummoning my dumb goat man. He's already here to begin with. But still, they could modernize the UI. They don't have to feel tied. If they're doing that, they don't have to feel tied to the past in that regard, and they could update it and make it a little more modern.
I thought they did with is it just materials that got an update where you can have gem
your
tabs
stash looks awesome. They did do that with the stash. They have tabs for everything, and there are some modern changes to this game that make it a really damn good version of Diablo. I'll say that. If I was going to play a version of Diablo, I'd probably play Diablo 3, but I'm sick of playing Diablo 3 because I've played it so many times, so I would probably play this. And I really like it. I think the Warlock is pretty cool. It's nothing you haven't kind of seen before. Like, they do magic. They're one of the abilities that I first had was a miasma bolt, which is you shoot a little projectile, but when it explodes, it leaves a little like poison cloud that does damage over time. Right now, what you're showing on the screen is an ability I like very much, which is a big blast of fire that comes out of you. You kind of get to do one of those fire novas. And I have a goat man running around. So it's got like pet elements like the necromancer. It's got fire elements, kind of like your sorcerer. And that sort of stuff. It's nothing crazy new. It's just in a new package, and it's neat. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I continue to think that this is, in terms of like modern looking Diablo, the best it looks. Like the fire and particle effects in this game look so good. I really love the lighting in this game. It makes every time I do a fire effect, the way it lights everything up and just explodes looks super cool. So
nice.
I had a really good time with it. I thought I was just going to check it out for 5 minutes, and I've played through almost all of Act 1.
Wow, look at you. Nice. I'm glad you gave it a shot. Bo, what'd you think?
Yeah, same. I'm on the beginning of Act 2, and I had the same, am I really going to buy this? It took me a full, 5 or 6 hours of mulling it over, because I'm like, it is Diablo 2, right? It's, I don't know. I didn't regret buying it. The fun thing about Diablo 2 is, once you start playing it, you're like, oh, that's a little simple and boring, but I'm going to keep playing.
Yeah,
you just
keep going.
And it's well, I'm clearly enjoying the activity, so it's fun. And yeah, I had a good time with it. I'm like John says, there's some quality of life. I think Diablo 2 is one of those things where they're making it, who knows what they're going to upset and controversy they're going to spill over from these Diablo 2 nerds. It's also like I was just trolling the subreddit for Diablo, and like there were like posts in there like rage baiting for controversy, and everyone's like, what are you talking about? We all love this. Like, but that's how prepped you have to be to like just assume they're going to ruin it by adding anything to the game. But
I did the same thing and noticed there's a lot of people in there going, guys, why are you arguing? The Warlock's cool and this is actually fun. Like, there's a lot
nobody's
of that.
mad about it. They actually kind of, they succeeded, because like I think if you were to ask us, they could definitely, like John said, I would just replace the UI with a Diablo 3 UI. Like, give me just button slots, please. Like, yeah. I don't care if it's not like Diablo 2. Like, this is, but, they're probably hear about it. Like, I could imagine being on the team and going like, what if we just put like 6 hotkeys on the bottom and people can place it, and then there's a riot.
There would be. People would flip their lids, I think.
So, and even other things like you can get rid of stamina. I don't care. You can get rid of. You just make I like the 1-button potion. I'm constantly having to slot potions into my potion belt and do inventory management on the potion belt, and I'm like, whoever said Diablo 2 is the greatest game in all categories is smoking crack, because this potion belt is like for the birds. Like,
I always feel like I'm reloading a revolver every time with my potion belt. I'm like, okay, put the bullets back in the gun.
Yeah,
you gotta pick the right ones. I
hate it. I hate the potion belt, but I hated it in 2001 or whatever year it was.
But overall though, the game is fun, and I like the graphics update is good. Like, I don't think I'd play it if it looked like the old version. It's fun as a thing to like, as a curiosity to swap back and forth, but I don't miss it. That's not in there. I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And I booted it up on the Steam Deck, so I managed to get BattleNet installed.
Oh, that runs really well on there.
And it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. There's a few things quality of life stuff I got to do.
Oh, you're doing it through, you did the BattleNet hack where you're running BattleNet stuff.
Yeah, okay. I don't own Diablo 2 on Steam. I downloaded some package that puts a bunch of non-Steam shit on your Steam Deck. Yeah. So I logged into BattleNet. I've also tried Overwatch on the Steam Deck, and it works pretty decent.
It's not bad.
But I played it's like Diablo. My whole purpose was Diablo 2 might be more fun on the Steam Deck, like a Steam Deckable game. But actually, it's okay.
What's really good on Steam Deck? 4. Diablo 4 is very good on Steam Deck.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, probably, because it's designed with controller in mind. Yeah. Not Diablo 2, which isn't.
No, it plays beautifully with 4. Like, graphically, everything. It's really nice.
I might try that out at some point. The new expansion's coming out in April. I'm probably playing it then. So, I could see myself doing a bit of cross-play. But, I enjoyed it. It was a nice surprise. Blizzard, man, I've given them a lot of money this month.
Yeah, you have. Oh, have you been buying skins in Overwatch? I didn't notice.
Well, I bought Midnight, and I have an active Midnight. I haven't really talked about it on the show because I just went in and put all the furniture in my yard and my housing, and I just left.
In your yard?
Well, I wanted to see what all the items look like.
Whoever lives next to Bo feels like they're just like, oh, God. Look at what our neighbor's doing.
This is what actually stresses me out about Midnight. If I get it, is that I'm gonna say housing, and then I'm gonna go put all my shit down and go, I don't feel like decorating right now. I think I'm gonna do that, and that's what's held me back. Well,
that's what happened. Is I got a little bored with it.
I mean, the tools are amazing.
Midnight. We'll get to it. I didn't want to talk about it until I'm playing the game proper on launch, but. Housing was a little boring. I'm not gonna lie.
If you really care about that stuff, I don't want to diminish the how well they've done the housing for those who love decorating houses. But if you are not into that, or you find yourself your brain wandering while you're doing it, you might be like me and be like, oh, I don't know.
It's too early to say. I played for like a couple hours a few weeks ago and put my stuff down. I'm like, you got to go get things. You don't have all the things.
Like, remember in Skyrim, you could have a house. You know what I would do? I would walk in there and dump cheese wheels in there or whatever I had. And I would.
That was your pirate boat.
Yeah, that's the problem. My pirate boat, I have it. It's great. NESO. Love that thing. But the decorating is just hodgepodge bullshit. I just put things down where it was sort of just maybe like real life. You guys should see my office. I got
Yeah, I'm not into it in real life either. So I feel you.
Yeah, I'd rather play. I don't know. I may change my mind at launch. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know yet. I'm not committing.
But anyways, the Diablo 2 Resurrected, pretty good, and the Warlock, pretty fun class. And I guess there's other content. I'm just playing Act 1. I don't know what the game activities are. I know there's something. It's very helpful, but I saw a video of it when I did the thing. There was something, but I don't remember what
There's
it was.
something. I didn't know there was something, so you
Something
know
going
more
on.
than me.
Yeah, you know more than we do. All right, let's move on to Overwatch. Bo and Scott played Overwatch together last week. We were supposed to again last night, but I got tied
it was
up.
fun.
Had a blast. Yeah, we're definitely going to play tonight. I played a bunch in between, just here and there, hopping in, do some rounds, level up some characters and stuff. Overwatch is real good right now. I think that you have to like Overwatch to like it, though. So this is, no one's on bended knee today to try to get John convinced of anything. It is still the game he doesn't like. Like, it's 5-on-5 or whatever it is. Let's go.
Push that payload.
Push that payload. If you don't like that stuff, and I speak generally to people, not just John, then this isn't going to, there's nothing about what they've done that's going to bring you back. But if you were really in it for character diversity and really interesting meta combinations of heroes, and the newer heroes I think are very interesting and cool and diverse. And I had fun every time I played it, especially with Bo. We had a blast. We laughed. We cried.
Yeah,
We laughed
I would
again.
say one thing that makes it different, keeps me coming back, is it really helps that there's a lot more characters to choose from. Like, there was always a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But when you play support, there's a variety. When you play tank, there's a variety. Like, the fact that there's just way more heroes in the game right now, it's like changed it for me. Where there's always novelty. Like, oh, I want to play this character. I want to play this character. Or I didn't play that character. I don't know. I just feel like it's like an indelible thing because, like, for me, I know for you, a lot of the maps were new because you haven't played in a while. But
Had been a while, yeah.
I've been playing a lot of the maps and stuff. I still haven't dug into Stadium, by the way. I want to, but just having the diversity of heroes to choose from has really just, I don't know, opened up a lot of interest for me in the game, where it's like, I kind of want it's one more game for me. Like, I'll be like, let me play for 30 minutes, and then 4 hours goes by and I'm like, I just want to play more Overwatch. The matches are just fun.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm a play of the game hunter, so I'm always just like, oh, I didn't get play of the game. Next game.
You get it a lot, though.
Yeah, but like, I try to get it.
Yeah.
like I try to get play of the game a little more than I try to win. You know what I mean? I'm
Sure.
Like, I don't really care about winning that much. It's the game's always had a good foundation. It's always been a fun game, but I think all the new heroes are good. And one of the things you don't get from a lot of other games when you come to a game like Overwatch is there's a lot of gravy. What do they call it? A lot of touch, like nice touches. Like, when you move your character model around, the character will make expressions and look at you and stuff. And,
Yeah.
Every time they're on the screen, they're animating in some way that looks very natural, but is like cartoony and characteristic of them. And it's always that way, and
You've always been
very,
great
like,
at that.
well polished, like graphically and stuff. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, I know there was a new trailer for Vendetta.
Oh, she pisses me off, by the way.
And Doomfist. Oh yeah, she's a real.
I haven't even played her yet, but she's
to play against. Really fun to play.
Oh.
But no, there's a story section now in the game. So where they have the story so far, which is just like one video, but then they've put a lot I missed in there. I never saw the Kiriko fully CGI trailer.
Oh, that's a
It's
good one.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's super good. Sojourn I never watched either, and I'm like, oh, this is. And they do motion comics, and they also apparently have hired a studio or in house now have a cartoon division where they're doing like full cartoon cinematics as well. Like, there's one for the two Chinese siblings. I always forget his name. Yuan, the water guy, and
Yeah, the water guy.
Fire girl, and it's really good. But it's like animated in an animation style. Like, it's not CGI. It's like hand drawn, but still 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. There's one for Freya too, where she's like rounds up some guys to meet some Talon robot guy who's in a lot of stuff, but we don't know about him. So like, they're actually putting a lot more effort into the story, like in the client. And so every now and then, if I'm just like eating a snack in between games, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go watch a little cinematic, and they don't disappoint. They're just as good. The motion comics are a little, they're story filler, but they're still fully voice acted by the voice actors and stuff. Like there's still a lot of effort in them.
It's like those WoW ones they always did, those interstitial motion graphic ones.
So like,
I was like that.
Like they did it as like outside the client, but they're doing it in the client. And like there's a new one with Jetpack Cat, which I haven't watched, but now, so like every week of this season, they're also adding a lore drop or a story thing in there. And I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool. Like this arguably should have been in there from the jump or early on. Like this is a cool thing that they're doing, because part of the problem with Overwatch is like, yeah, there's a story, but like, during Overwatch 2, there was like next to nothing. You know what I mean? Like it was just nothing to make me interested in the game. And
Overwatch Cat turns out kind of a threat. That guy's a butthole.
Oh yeah, Overwatch Cat is great. You got to go. He's like a DPS almost.
Yeah.
I played one match where everyone was the enemy team. They were bitching at the Overwatch, the Jetpack Cat, because he did no healing.
Great.
But then he ended up winning them the game because he was just zooming in and cat scratch. The cat scratch you can upgrade to do a ton of damage.
Yeah. Oh, the perks. I came late because I didn't know about perks because I haven't played since perks were put in. Perks are rad. They're good.
It's like micro talents from heroes. Like you only get to level 3, but at level 2 and level 3, you get a choice to customize your character.
Yeah, they're meaningful.
Like McCree has that fan the skill where he just shoots all of his.
What did we call him? McCree? What did we say his name was now?
Cassidy.
Yeah, but me and you had a new name we did the other night. What was that?
I thought it was McCassidy.
Was it McCassidy? I don't remember. I don't remember. There were a couple of great names for some of these people, and I can't remember what we said. This
Tobelstein and Mama Hulk.
Yeah, Mama Hulk. We also did.
They all say like weird things in languages we don't understand, so it's just.
What did I call the Nathan? I think I called the robot Nathan because I couldn't remember his name.
Lucas.
Oh, Lucas. That was
called Bastion Lucas. Like Lucas is over here. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it doesn't even remotely remind me of Bastion.
Yeah. Well, we were all. It was so much fun to just laugh and play and die and live and kill and win and lose and just having a great time.
Game was fun, but I was saying about.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I thought I had a thought. I might not have. That sundowning.
I have that every day at about now.
Yeah. So the oh shit.
You don't remember, do you?
It's bothering me. There's something.
He's gone.
It's all gone. Left
Anyways.
you. Oh,
yeah, but the game. I guess I just appreciate where it's at right now, even though there's the promises of 2 weren't delivered on. I still think they should make. Speaking of like TV shows or movies, like. They need to make like a feature length thing.
Yeah,
their fiction world.
Yeah, do it. Get the budget of like a Demon Hunters thing, where it's like about 20 million, whatever they paid for that, and then that's what I heard anyway. And then do it like that level of quality, and you would have a gangbuster. Just get a good writer, get Metzen in on there to help. You could do something special. They won't, but I want them to. Yeah, but they won't.
But they're collaborating with Fortnite, so that's great.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Fortnite skins.
Let's go ahead and talk about it. John, what are they putting in there?
They're putting in, let's see if I remember who they are.
Tracer, right?
They're Tracer, Genji, Mercy, and Diva are going to get added to Fortnite.
That's so weird to me. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe Fortnite has finally breached whatever level it needed to be the media crossover point for a whole generation or two. And I just am not there, So it probably doesn't surprise you because every other IP and their dog have been on this thing. So why wouldn't another video? Well, there have been plenty of other video
I mean,
games.
it seems weird because obviously there is some level of like Overwatch is to a degree competition for Fortnite, right?
It's a shooter that wants you to come play it. You're competing
for multiplayer shooter fans, even if there is some variance within what that defines. But chat's already pointing out Magic and Luna from Marvel Rivals is currently in Fortnite. That's true. They just got added. Mm-hmm. And so, Overwatch is rumored to be on the way. I mean, it's all but confirmed at this point. I'll get it because you know what? I like the Overwatch characters. That is not where my issue with Overwatch is, and I will I will play as them in Fortnite. Apparently,
Are
I assume
you?
Fortnite pays for the license, right?
I don't know how that works.
I think there's some mutual benefit sort of thing. I don't know what their pricing model is,
They
but
should put us in Fortnite. I mean,
there are content creators in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Usually they're esports personalities.
And they're
or
huge.
big streamers, but yeah, they're in there.
I don't see why core. I don't see why we don't fit. It's some core skins. Look, somebody call Sweeney. He's probably amicable. Is that the word? He's down.
Amenable.
He's down to
Or
clown.
Amenable.
Yeah, when he's not complaining about bullshit Apple
we're
fights.
very friendly towards Sweeney all the time.
Hey, I think Unreal Tournament's one of the greatest games ever made. So there's that.
Yeah.
I'll always have that.
But yeah, they're coming to Fortnite. Well, I'm sure along with some other stuff, because usually it's not just like, hey, here's a skin. Usually there's emotes and melee weapons and the skins of some kind and all of that stuff. So we'll see what all that looks like and how much money they get from me. I'm sure in some way I'm paying Blizzard at that point. So not.
Yeah, I'd be
not
curious
opposed to
because
it.
it's kind of like everybody wants Apple computers in their movies, and so now the way it works is you pay Apple for the use of the logo,
Oh my
but
God.
it used to be, and still is for product placement, that the products have to pay the filmmakers to feature their shit in there. So it's all about when you reach a certain level. And if I had to guess, Fortnite's big enough now that it's Blizzard paying them now, not the other way around. I'll bet you.
You think so?
I'll bet you. Yeah. I could be wrong. I don't know how their business model works over there. I have no idea.
I definitely.
I've heard people say though that we made a lot of money off that Fortnite collaboration.
Oh,
But
like
I don't
other
know
IPs.
if I've heard that from the companies or from people saying they made a lot of money off the
So
Fortnite
does it depend on the
collaboration.
product? Again, like Coke, you got to pay them, but
don't they charge? Maybe it's just licensing, or royalties. I mean, maybe
I have
it's
no
a
idea.
royalties thing.
it could be. Yeah, it could be like, hey, we sold a lot of tracers. Enjoy your 20% or whatever.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
not upfront. It's like for something like Star Wars. I bet you they had to grease up front, but
Well, they've got a big deal with Star Wars, with Disney in general. Like Disney's getting
right.
its own thing built in Fortnite. Every year there is a Star Wars thing in Fortnite of some kind, an event, if not an entire map. This last time they did an entire mini season dedicated to Star Wars, where they removed all the guns and put blasters in their place. And all the vehicles were X-Wings and TIE fighters and all of that. And they premiered one of the animated shows in Fortnite.
That's right.
So they go all in on some of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how it works for, when they
if
put Art the Clown in there. Was that something that, they paid Damien for? Did Damien pay them? I kind
Yeah.
of feel like they probably went to him.
Yeah.
they just put VR capability in Fortnite. It'd basically be VR chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're saying if they did, you know what? If they do,
And I'd
you're
play
the
it.
guy. You're playing that.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh shit. If they just be like, yeah, here's stereoscopic visions. Look how to use a controller. I don't need the whole spiel about being immersed. I just want the stereoscopic vision.
I want you to do that and then report back if it worked. But we don't know.
I don't even know if it's possible,
Right.
like if there's a mod or not, but I just want them to do it. Is it in the game, John? Have you seen it in the video
VR?
settings? Well, yeah,
I
stereoscopic. Sometimes they just support stereoscopic display. Like it's just, it doesn't need to have full motion tracking. It just lets you play it. Fortnite in VR.
Fortnite does not have official native VR support.
I wouldn't think.
Using tools like UEVR Injector allows for 3D VR experience. Oh yeah, the UEVR mod. Maybe I need to look into that.
Should do that, dude.
Works. Yeah. Because maybe I would. Because it sounds like some of those experiences would be really cool in VR.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton. They're about to move all of Rocket League into Fortnite. Where it is just within. They are rebuilding all of the Rocket League arenas in Fortnite.
Okay, but not. Wait, so that you just play Fortnite in the client, like those other side games? You just launch it there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude!
How's the Lego game doing? Is that Lego game still in there?
It's still there. There's still a battle pass for it. I unlock because unlocks across all battle passes. I've unlocked a bunch of stuff for the Lego mode that I never see because I never really play it. But yeah, Lego's still going strong.
Maybe we should start playing Fortnite so we can get some core skins in there and start building our bridge back with Tim Sweeney.
It's fun. There's a lot of game modes in there, and I will say right now, I think Fortnite Blitz is the best game mode that they have. I love it so much. It's basically the regular battle royale, but like narrowed down. There's only 50 people. The storm starts immediately. You start with a weapon. You start looting legendaries almost immediately, and everything is fast. Matches are like 5 minutes. And I win all the time, which is probably my
That's probably why you like it.
I'm really good at it. Especially my stepson and I played the other day, and there's something about his skill level and how good he is at it and where I fit and our strengths and weaknesses mix. We played 5 games together. We won 4 out of the 5. And it wasn't even hard. Like that was the part that was weird, is the wins we had was almost too easy. It was like, you know,
Can I ask a weird question?
What are you going to
about
do?
that? Like, just do you think Fortnite knows like the age of the people playing? Like when you sign up for the accounts and stuff, you put your date of birth in.
I think you have to,
probably
but
does.
you can
Yeah.
fake it.
Because you think they can tell when like maybe an older like parent is playing with their younger child, and they put
They're
you
like,
in the
let's take it easy
Well,
on them.
maybe you're in the parent and kids queue, and you're just like, there's obviously people your age, but there's also other little kids that you can clearly pwn the shit out of.
Maybe it honestly, it felt like it. It was like he even came in because he comes running into my room after we won the first one, and he goes, "That wasn't even hard." I was like, "I know, dude. That was the easiest win I've ever had in the game." I had 9 eliminations and he had 4. We fought constantly, and yet somehow it was like, it's fine. And then whatever. It's fine. No big deal. It just won the game. Whatever.
Wow.
I should have a kid, and then I get more play of the games in Overwatch.
There you go. That's the secret. You got to get in that. You got to get in that parent queue. Yeah.
So I can beat the little kids at the video game.
My son is obsessed with it, though. He watches me play. He doesn't want to play. He never asks to play it, but he watches it, and then he goes, "I'm gonna go play Fortnite," and he will just run around the house. And he's like, "The storm's coming. Oh, I'm in lava." I don't know why he thinks there's lava. He's never seen lava in Fortnite, but like, oh, there's lava and explosions. And he's doing you know how people used to censor themselves to not get in trouble by, they would say, "I'm going to kill that person in Fortnite."
Yeah.
And that's how they tried to get around saying things. He sounds like that because he's running around. He goes, "They're shooting me in Fortnite."
That's amazing, dude. Also, lava, every kid should have lava as an obstacle in their play. That's just a thing.
He's very worried about lava.
Yeah, lava, because
yeah.
lava, the room is lava, the floor is lava sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Cartoons, as kids, we were told that lava and quicksand were very real concerns and maybe misproportionate to what you actually run into in real life.
I feel like half the Transformers Gen 1 stories were about them almost getting dipped in lava and melted.
Yeah.
You know? There's a lot of that.
True.
Well, that's great. There you go. That's our update on Overwatch and everything happening in Fortnite. Let's jump over to what I played this week. So I finally bit the bullet on something I've been wanting to play for a while, and that is more Advance Wars.
But actually Advance Wars.
But actual Advance Wars this time. In fact, it's the one that Nintendo put out themselves, and they called it Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. And when it first got announced, it got horribly delayed because of the Ukraine-Russia deal.
Oh, bummer.
And some of that early video, it was closer to what the original game looked like in terms of setting and stuff. It is clear to me that they had a rethink on some of this and made things like that cardboard border around that battle zone. The guys could not be more cartoony. They're cartoony as hell. And if I can get some tanks here, they're basically toys. Yeah, here we go. We'll see if some of this will show this off. Here we go. Yeah, she's gonna be moving some tanks. But they really like toyified it graphically. And I'm not. I'll say here's some tank business. These look like plastic toys you would find in your tub or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at that red thing. I mean, my gosh. It's fine. This isn't a problem. It's actually very charming. I like it, and it doesn't bother me. But it is clear that they really wanted to put the gloves on and try not to be, offensive or something, whatever their deal was.
I mean, it's a bit of a shame, but there was always, even back before this, there was always this weird kind of narrative disconnect because it's like little kid generals and they're like, we're going to go get them. And it's like all tongue in cheek, but then they're like pulling out guns and tanks and blowing each other up. And it was like, is this story dark or light? It's like when you think too hard on Pokemon and you're like, this is basically dogfighting. It's sort of that same thing. So it going to toys, it's like, okay, well, it kind of removes that. But I also think this was there to be a depiction of something that already existed.
Yeah.
I think changing that is not.
They didn't have to. I don't think.
I don't think they should have done it in general, but.
Yeah, it was a weird choice. Plus, it took them freaking forever. And so the delay was awful. And by the time it finally came out, I was like, well, you guys took too long. I'm pissed. I don't want to play you now. So I quit pining for it. I kind of wish I would have earlier, though, because it's very good. The gameplay is there. It's solid. You get this cool little animated intro with your, like you said, like these kids. And
yeah, he's like, I'm going to go be a general and order people to shoot each other.
Yeah, it's very weird. Also, the people now, instead of, like, especially the soldiers, instead of, like, disappearing or dissipating when you shoot them, they go flying off the screen as if they're just sort of gone somewhere else.
Now, am I misremembering, or I thought that's how it always was, or am I misremembering?
It was, and I played that recently too to kind of do a comparison, and you're not wrong, but it had more explosions. It had more I don't know, it felt like more was at stake. It's hard to explain. And it may just be generally like, oh yeah, they toyified everything, so of course it's going to be a little less that way. I actually really like this intro though; it's super fun. I'd watch the series of this.
When I was a kid and played the first game, I had such a crush on Sammy from this game.
Oh, how could you not? She's great. Yeah. Now Nell, on the other hand, is kind of annoying.
I think I found what I'm into.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But
I like her more than Nell. Nell drives me nuts. But either way, it's retained the charm of the first game, but also it's good tactics. It's just fun. This is the game I give credit to as the game that made me love turn-based strategy, which I did not love prior to this. I was okay with it in some cases. There were certain examples, but mostly I was like an RTS snob when RTSs hit, and I also was just like, I don't want that. That's boring. That's for weird people, old people, turn-based. What is this, chess? I don't want to play that. And this turned me around like entirely on that whole notion.
That's a good point. This might have been the first one I played as well.
Yeah, and it made it so that I just appreciated it in other ways. Like, obviously, JRPGs are turn-based a lot of times, the older ones, and even newer ones, like Expedition 33, for example. And I admire those games way more than I did before playing this. This just got me into it. So it's a weird gateway drug, and I also just think it's a very well-made game. And they do give you a couple things happen in this version. I can't remember if the old one let you change difficulty, but there's a slider there. I'm just playing on normal. There are a few other modes. There's some creative stuff where you can build your own maps. That was always true, but now you got a lot more tools to do it. There's a multiplayer mode, so that's a thing you just do online immediately. It's cool. It's Advance Wars, so you kind of know what you're getting into, but I'm glad I finally grabbed it. It was on sale, and I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to get this damn thing. So I did. I also played the new No Man's Sky Remnant update.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this, but
not really.
It got an update that felt tailor-made for you.
Yeah, I saw it and went, "Did you put Chorecore in my freaking No Man's Sky?" I really did, because I thought, man, no way. Is this like going to be like Shipbreaker, where I'm actually tearing stuff apart and salvaging material? And it's close to that. It's not exactly the same. So what I've played so far, I'm playing the Expedition. Is that what they call them? Yeah. No.
Yeah, the expeditions where you go on, like, you lose all your items and go on a little temporary mission.
That's right. to go learn the basics of it, and then in your main save you can go and like explore this all you want.
Yeah, basically.
So the idea is kind of a weird combo of a chore core cleanup game mixed with maybe Death Stranding in a sense, because Death Stranding is all about, hey, there's a big bunch of terrain in front of you and about 3 miles to the depot where you got to dump all this stuff. What if that terrain was really hard to traverse and you needed to kind of play smart on driving and don't let shit fall out of your truck?
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, you know how in Death Stranding his stuff's always tumbling out of him and he has to go get everything or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some of that in here. And it's also kind of got a weird, you know, those games I like Snow, what's it called?
SnowRunners
and Mud Runners. Those games are kind of a fight against terrain, and there's a feeling of that here. What I really like is the receptacles that you throw your trash into, which we saw in this first video. I'll replay it. These buildings and the trucks and your new device here that sucks stuff up. It's like a gravity gun, and you throw that into these things, and they just go gaberge and give you a bunch of resources. And you can't put the wrong resources in the wrong thing. So if you've got a truckload of stuff that's like nuclear waste, you have to throw it in the right waste thing, or it'll go wrong material and get mad at you, and you may fail a quest or whatever it is I'm doing in this expedition. But the other thing is the cars, the trucks that you see here, this flatbed, they have a bunch of designs for it. So you can have big like spider crawling legs on it. You can do tires. You can adjust those different kinds of tires for better kinds of grip or different surfaces. You get tons of nanites for doing that. And then you can search for areas on the planet where a bunch of this junk exists that you can go and then take care of. I'm going to go ahead and say this is not going to be for everybody as a thing to do in the game, because you might find it monotonous to go to a place, find the stuff, and then got to go back and do it kind of slowly and be careful and don't dump shit. And it's all on the ground. None of this in space, right?
Right.
This is a thing that is meant for those groundhogs that like to play this game on the ground.
Groundhogs. That's what we call people who like to play on planets?
I made it up, but maybe it'll work. Maybe that's what we call them from now on.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it is. So if anything, it is designed to fill out what you do on planets with a little more. It's not tied to space at all. I don't go to space with this shit at all, except there are rewards you can get that'll help you build your ships and get parts that you couldn't get before and all that. So it's all tied together in the same game. But what you do here is a very specific kind of thing. I like this sort of thing. That's not a mystery, but some people may not care for driving around trying to not make shit fall out of your car. And it's pretty generous. It has these like, you could maybe see it in the video a little bit, but there was like these walls on the truck bed that are like force fields. And it is very good at mostly keeping your shit together. But if you hit a turn real bad and tip your whole thing over, all your poop's going to go flying out. And a lot of it will roll downhill if you're on a giant hill. And you're just like, I don't know if I want to go get all that. So it's a whole kind of other game, sort of, in a weird way. But worth checking out if you like No Man's Sky. It's an interesting take.
So do you think it's like worth logging in and playing?
I think it's worth doing the expedition so you can just kind of see what it's about.
Yeah.
I think that if you go do more with it later, it'll either be because the rewards are worth it, or
there's so much to play where I'm just like, maybe I wait for another update. Like how many updates
for you,
does
you know what?
have?
For you, I'm going to say, because you didn't like Stranding for some of the reasons that I'm describing, the monotony of like, I got to drive this somewhere. I think maybe you would be one of those people I would say, hold off till there's more stuff.
Okay.
John, hard to say.
Yeah, I saw what was announced and I was like, well, I'll see on the next update. I got other stuff to do right now.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those updates, which is, again, I think it's cool they do it at all. But this update's not. This is either going to be people going, ooh, that I love doing that stuff, or you're going to go,
The vehicles look cool though, honestly.
Yeah, they're really neat.
I mean, it looks neat. I think I uninstalled the game again, which is probably why they updated, because that always seems to be when the updates are. So you're welcome if you wanted new No Man's Sky content. Thank you. No, sorry, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, you got it.
And but I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to reinstall for this specifically, but I do think it looks cool. Like if I was playing the game, I would be happy. I'd be happier that this is there.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to get back into it just to try it out.
Sure. You may never even engage in it. That's the thing about this game. There are a bunch of systems you may never engage in that they've added over time. Like the city management thing, there are people that never have to even try that.
Yeah, I got stuck in that. I got that and I was like, ugh, I didn't want to do this to begin with. And now it's like it was all I was doing for a while. I got really obsessed with it.
Yeah. And this is like that. If you really, once you let it get into your veins, you do kind of get obsessed with it, but it's an activity that I think is for a certain kind of player. And by the time they're done ever updating this game, I swear it'll have every possible gameplay in the world in it for somebody to play. And I kind of like that they're doing that. It's weird.
Well, they also said that a lot of the stuff they're putting in the game now is stuff that they're experimenting with Light No Fire.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's cool. Let's put it in No Man's Sky. So I think this also bodes well for the things they're working on as much as it is like, oh, it's cool for this game.
Sure does make me think that game will launch more finished than this did. You know?
I hope so.
Or at least I'll have a bunch of features, you know. I don't know. Maybe they'll be the same. Maybe they'll be too samey, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay. Well, it's just a horse pulling my truck, and I'm throwing shit in it, and now I got to be careful driving." Like, I don't want that necessarily, of them to just mirror these features they've been putting in. But it does feel like this is good playing ground for them to like learn and go, "Oh yeah, we could do that," and or this thing works over here. Let's bring it back to No Man's Sky. It's a cool thing that no other game's really doing. So I like watching how this all unfolds, but. What is it? Light, don't take my candle. What is it?
Light No Fire.
Light No Fire. I am we don't have anything close to a release date, but every day that goes by, I'm more and more excited about.
I am excited for it. Although I'm wondering how like spawning is going to be, because the idea, right, is like it's one planet, but it's actually the size of our planet. So I think it's going to give us appreciation for how big Earth is, because all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh, you know, that seems small because I've been previously playing a game that's full of planets, but now all of a sudden there's going to be a scale thing. Mm-hmm. But I do wonder what's going to happen when you make a new character. Is it going to just drop you in a random biome? Like, how fast am I going to rage quit if it's like, and you get to start in the desert?
Yeah.
Like, oh, God damn. Here we go. I can't escape it.
Yep.
Reboot.
Yeah. It might be a fun desert, though, in this game. You might be like...
Alt F4. Give me snow. Give me a forest. Give me anything but this.
I wish there was a way to do a comic about this, but it'd be funny if John was sitting in front of Dune Awakening going, shit, desert again, reload. Shit, desert again, reload. And just never get out of the loop.
It's always a desert.
Yeah, what's going on? My luck is terrible. I don't understand. All right. Other games I played, I'll get through these. Let's see here. Where was I? Dobbel Dungeon. I think it's Dobbel because it's two B's. This is a game that both Bo and I got. I got it just because it looked rad and was up my alley. Bo got it because he was gifted it by Dr. Tolbert. It was very nice. You haven't played it yet, but you will be playing it. I promise. Yeah. Because, man, Dobbel, whatever you want to say, a dungeon is freaking rad.
Double Dragon.
Dobbel Dragon. You got two guys walking, punching. It is.
So it doesn't. That's always my question, because I looked at it and went, okay. Not sure about the like. It looks nice, but
graphically they're going for claymation characters. Is what they're doing.
It doesn't scream hardcore turn-based tactics game.
No, it does not. On the first face of it, you'll be like, wait a minute, hold on. You can't really see it in the video transfer here, but every surface has like thumbprints on stuff. They were really going for clay, like claymation. Yeah. However, they opted not to do the like lower frame rate claymation thing that John doesn't like in games.
Oh, nice.
So they like you. I think it would have benefited from it because it would at least fit the motif better. Otherwise, it just kind of looks like, blobby looking people, but they are meant to look like clay.
I like the look of this game. Like, I'm looking at it, and at first I was a little like, but I kind of like the vibe of it.
I do too. I think it's very polished, and what it has dice, and I am a massive fan of tactics games, roguelikes, anything that deals with. I love when dice is in the midst of it all. That Dicey Dungeons game is one of my favorite games ever. I just love when dice are involved. I can't explain why. I just do. And when you start out, you have very limited dice. They're just regular old six-sided dice. Eventually, they get kind of crazy. But I got hooked on this and played for a very long time. And think, okay, so what do I compare this to? I guess think XCOM, hyper cute art style, pretty funny dialogue, like they're all being dorks. You know, it's not taking itself seriously, nor should it with this style. You have a fight, or what do you call it? Initiative order, or you don't roll for initiative, but you have an order.
Yeah.
I don't know how it picks that. And you have, your warrior class, your mage type, your wizard guy, or I guess he's a druid. The first three characters you get out of the gate. And as you...
So a holy trinity, basically.
Basically. But as you go along, you unlock others. So I just unlocked archers, and I forgot I can't remember the other one I got. But you do that through the campaign in your first run. It's for all intents and purposes, this is a roguelike that you could, in theory, you would lose a run and you want to go do it again. But how you get new characters is by getting further and unlocking them through your runs. So it has kind of it's kind of story-ish in that way. Where it gets unique, though, because it, like I said, pretty simple looking, right? But you have movement, which is separate from your dice, and you move where you want to move, and then you have abilities that you apply the dice to. Some abilities only need, this is like Dicey Dungeons if anyone's played it. The abilities only need just a dice to roll. It doesn't care what the number is. It will always be 3 points of cold damage. But there are others where it's like, you use this one, it will be the value of the dice times 2 or something for this shot from range or whatever. And so you're trying to roll high. And if you roll low, it sucks. You're like, man, I only got 2 and a 3. That's not really great for what I need to do with this boss character. So you have an ability, all the characters have an ability to re-roll a die. And you can get more of those as you go on. You can improve those. Get like 2 re-rolls or 3 re-rolls. And those are lucky again. It's like, well, I'm going to re-roll my 3. Ooh, I got a 6 this time. Sweet, I can take this guy out. Or, shit, I got a 1. It's worse than the 3. So there's that aspect of the game. There's always a little bit of a gambly thing going on. And it's so much freaking fun. I got so into this game. I couldn't stop playing it the other night. I was out of town with my wife for Valentine's weekend. And I must have been so annoying because I just sat here playing this thing for hours.
It's funny because of how closely connected this game feels to Mewgenics.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's maybe a little unfortunate on the timing that it came out so close to a game so similar.
Yeah, it's possible.
But I do think maybe it will find success in the people are into this type of game because a lot of people are playing Mewgenics and or maybe if they're put off by one art style, it gives them a good enough alternative.
Yeah, and I do think the dice part of it makes a giant difference for me. That's the kind of player I am. Everybody's going to be different, but the dice aspect makes every fight feel a little bit different. No encounter feels the same. I don't just get a build and stick with it because the dice do determine a lot of things like, oh, well, if I'm, that needs to be an even dice. I've only got odds. Well, what should I do? Like you have to think through your tactics. And for a game that looks this silly and simple on the surface of it, I just really appreciate the depth. And also, you know how like in roguelikes, you have like the map and it branches out. It's like, well, go this way and that'll be a vendor, or go up this way and that'll be a fight.
Yeah.
This is like that, except you're traveling through it like it's actual land. So they're about to go to this island. Let's see if I can get to a place where it transitions. Might be able to here. These are the fights they're not long, but they're long enough. There we go. Complete mission. Okay, see this? So now you go, all right, well, let's go pick one of these. And you kind of pick them at random. They pop up and show up on the branch once you've beat the one before it, but you don't have to go to the same one. You upgrade stats in between. So here we are at the stat screen. You have a skill tree that is literally the Diablo 4 skill tree, by the way. So see how that thing branches upwards?
Yeah.
And the more points you put in it, that little line goes, and then boop, oh, the second tier's open now. I can go do that. Third tier, and it goes way up. There's like tons of them. And it's like things like you can move extra spaces. Your block is now double. Your damage is double. You can get 2 rerolls. Here's your extra health. Here's a new ability that you can add to your. They're essentially cards, but you can use them every fight. I got way into this, dude. This game's good. I like it a lot. So big recommendation for
You played on deck?
Dobbel Dungeon. I played it in both places, PC and deck. Played beautifully on both. Launched as what do you call it? Deck certified, verified rather, and also runs great on PC. And the simpleness actually is helping me because I kind of don't have to think about too much outside of the tactics. It's like all the aspects of the game they just make sense. It's like, oh, I rolled a 6. That's perfect. I'm going to use it for this ability this time. If it had been a 3, I would have handled this fight very differently. Like that kind of variety really cranks me. I love it. So anyway, big ups for Dobbel Dungeon, DOBBLE or EL rather, on Steam for I think $20 is what I paid. Bo, I'll be curious to hear what you think when you play it.
Yeah, I definitely just didn't get around to booting it up, but looks interesting.
Yeah.
And you definitely made it sound like it's very fun.
It feels like a very gameplay first effort where it's not about trying to woo me with a bunch of visuals or, next gen.
Package still looks good. I just I didn't get I got stuck in Overwatch basically. I meant to play last night, but I just kept one more gaming in Overwatch.
I get you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's good. So big ups for that. And then finally, Escape from Ever After. Y'all heard of this? If not, get ready because
I have not heard of it.
Whoop, I got the wrong video. There we go. This is called Escape Ever After, and you're going to immediately see this and go, did they rip off Mario? Oh, whoops, I didn't put it up yet. Did they rip off Paper Mario? And they did. But they did in the best way possible. This thing is currently at overwhelmingly positive reviews. I think it deserves it. I'm not super far, but I got far enough to know I really like this. So the 1,000-Year Door on GameCube is my favorite Paper Mario game and maybe one of my favorite games ever. Again, turn-based combat, just, wonderful ideas and concepts and funny writing and all that. This game has got all of that. The art is great. The paperification of all these characters is great. The concept is that somebody has taken over all of the myths of fairy tales and jacked it all up, hence the name. And your job is to go try to make sense of it all. And that dragon you're hanging out with is basically Bowser, if you want to compare it. I mean, it like lovingly lifts from the Paper Mario series at its height.
Yeah.
And it's very successful at all of the stuff, including like the double hit thing and trying to time it just right. Instead of you jumping on them like Mario did, you throw like a shield, multicolored shield that if you hit it just right twice, it will hit them twice. And when they come at you, if you time it right, you block. Basically, Expedition 33 parry on these characters and stuff. And it's funny, which is hard to do. And I can't wait to play more of this. This game's really good. So Escape from Ever After. And it's recommended by a Discord person. I don't remember who told me about it, but I'm really glad they did. It's very cool. So
Awesome.
It actually looks pretty neat.
yeah, it's neat. If you have any love for the Paper Mario games, I think this is so for those people. Like you already know what you like. And this is more of that.
Looks like a solid deck game too,
Yeah. Plays really well on Steam Deck. Played it mostly on there actually. Looking forward to more of that. And now just a quick thanks to Viator003. He gave me Escape from Duckov, the duck version of.
Oh, sweet. Maybe we can actually play together. Sometime.
Yeah. Oh, do you have it? We could try it.
Yeah, I do have it. It was gifted as well. I still haven't gotten around to it.
I haven't tested it, so kind of want to.
Yeah.
It says it's deck verified, but it also says there's no controller support, so I don't know how that game works. I got to figure it out. Anyway, Dr. Tolbert, although I put Dr. Tobler.
Dr. Tobler.
Is Dr. Tobler in? He sent me a game called My Voice Zoo, and I haven't played it yet. I just wanted to thank him for it. I have not played this yet, but I've seen some memes on like TikTok and stuff where people lend voice to characters in the game, and it seems like it might be a bit of a meme game, but they all like if I like make it the sound of a goat. Blah, or whatever. So now whenever you see a goat, it's going to go blah, and repeat it back to you. So I'm very excited to try it out. I have no idea how this is going to go, but
that does sound like a meme game, but it sounds very funny.
Yeah. And he was very nice this week. It sounds like he gave all three of us some kind of game this week, and that was really nice. So
yeah.
thank you, Dr. Tolber, for your consistency of being a great fan of the show. Also, he's doing he's part of a really good panel at Nerdtacular. People should come and see that.
Yeah, listen to the what is it? The Doctor Show? I can't remember the name, but
it's actually a bigger deal than that. We're going to have him, my sister Wendy, healthcare professional in mental health care. You're going to have Dr. Nikki Ackermans, who is a animal bioscience doctor, freaking PhD lady, and you're going to have Bobby, who does a bunch of science stuff, and then I'm going to moderate it. What we're going to talk about, we don't know yet, but it's going to be a lot of smart people answering really good questions, and it's going to be really cool.
It sounds like those are 4 people who could maybe analyze me and figure out what is going on. So if you need a specimen to be observed, witnessed, and studied, I'll volunteer.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I got some breaking. Beepity beep beep beep.
Beepity beep.
Spire 2 date announced March 5th.
Oh yeah, saw that somewhere. I'm excited. Yeah, I thought that was already. Soon. I guess is that new news? I thought it was already
2 weeks. 3 hours ago.
Slay.
But we didn't have a date.
To date. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. I need to write it down. We got. It's coming to everything, right? Let's see.
So yeah. Wait, when's Midnight coming out? Because I might be playing this and not World of Warcraft.
Unsubbed.
Yeah. Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, Slay the Spire is at 4th. Oh, March 2nd. Okay. So I can play WoW for a week and then I'm bailing.
Hey, I'll have Google Fiber by then. I'm getting it on the 28th. I'm so excited.
So you'll download Slay the Spire 2 very quickly.
It's going to be so quick, John. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so fast. Slay the Spire. Let's go. Let's get in more. Oh, there's 4-player co-op. What?
Oh, I didn't see that detail.
What is that?
Wait. That's not a new concept. There is a pretty popular game called Across the Obelisk, which I think does 4 players as well. So they might be. Yeah.
And this is that's already part of Slay the Spire 1?
No, it's not. Slay the Spire 1 is a single player game. I'm just saying there's a ton of single player card games and they've been in many different ways. And I'm fairly certain you can play up to 4 players in this game called Across the Obelisk, which is a turn.
Oh, the game is called Across. I thought it was a mode. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No. It's another game, but it's got a lot of DLC. I think I even have it in my library.
Yeah, I do too. I actually own this shit. What is it?
It's so bad, dude. Like I have so much games now that I don't even play and I forget them all.
I have this game.
It's not a bad problem to have, but it's like I keep meaning to try games and anyways.
Ooh, recent reviews are gnarly, but who knows? There's probably
it's
a black
multiplayer game.
It's probably got black people in it. That's how that works.
No,
hey, I don't have this game already.
No.
I feel like the true winner of not knowing what the game is, and I don't actually own it.
Nope.
It's the negative reviews are they got bought by Paradox.
Oh,
which explains everything.
DLC future. Okay,
that sums
DLC,
it up. That explains why there's an $87 bundle.
$20 game with $80 of DLC content.
Yeah, okay, that explains it.
All over it.
Yeah. Welcome
to Paradox Games.
I don't like when they do that. Whatever.
They're a little crazy. Like I don't mind if there's a franchise. Yeah. That's just how we do it. But they do it on everything, and it's stupid.
Yeah. That's really weird.
Anyways, but the multiplayer sounds great in Slay the Spire. A 4-player Slay the Spire run, guys. Yeah,
I try it. I don't know what that seems weird, but I'll try it.
Oh man, like I don't even know what to expect. Oh, it doesn't seem weird at all. I have the board game. It's totally doable, actually.
Oh,
it totally can be a thing. I can actually imagine it now. Hang on.
All right.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
All right. I'll absolutely try it. I have no idea what to expect.
Do we get to watch Bo fan his cards while he's thinking about what to do next?
Yeah.
At the bottom of the screen.
I don't want to flick that on anybody.
I want him to do this to himself.
No, he doesn't do that. He just runs his mouse over the cards at the bottom, so they go.
Yeah, but this way, if he has the vapors, he can do this and go. Oh, that was vapors. A hard fight, guys. I gotta fan myself from the vapors that I have. Paradox games are only worth getting near end of life when they show up on Humble Bundle for the whole thing for $20. Yeah, final unlock. I agree with you. Also, your name sounds like what you just described.
Yeah, the final unlock, the Paradox game that actually has all the DLC.
I love it. All right. let's get to John playing more Mewgenics.
This game's great. It's just some cats humping on a bed while we talk about this. Yeah, I'm continuing to have fun with this very weird, very gross game where you have to have a real mixed feelings about cats to enjoy, I feel like. But it's just a fun tactics game, and kind of everything that you were saying about Dobbel Dungeon kind of still applies here, short of the dice. There's not a lot of dice rolls in this. But I think the thing that's interesting to me is whether it was luck of chance or whatever, my early teams felt really tuned with awesome abilities. And maybe I'm not paying attention to my cat breeding enough, but the abilities on some of my more recent runs have left a little bit to be desired. And it's been like, man, I had some really cool abilities and I probably got rid of those cats, and maybe those cats should have been boning, but now they're gone now, and now I'm stuck with these cats. This is what I've got now, and I got to make it work, which makes for its own interesting challenge, and makes some of the runs like, okay, we don't have ideal stats. Some of these abilities are super garbage. And I need to make sure I remember to get rid of this cat when we get home, because this cat cannot continue his lineage. It's a dark corner of the Targaryen dynasty here with this cat. We got to prune this branch of the tree. But
you can just put them in the grinder if you don't want them, right?
Well, there's a sewer pipe that comes up, and you can send cats. Different people want different cats for different reasons. So like there's one guy who only wants kittens. There's one guy that only wants cats that are that have been to certain places. One guy only wants cats that are retired. One person only wants cats that are a certain age. And so you kind of pick where they go, and those also unlock additional perks. So like, I think it's the guy who wants cats who have retired will build you additional rooms in your house. And that's useful for the breeding part of the game, because the fewer cats that are in a room, the more comfortable they are, the more likely they are to bone. And so you have like kind of a housing mini game that's in there where it's like, well, we want to make the room nice, because then they'll hook up and then they'll have kittens, and like kitten quality is adjusted based on what you put in the room too. So there's like multiple layers of games happening here. Right now, I've mostly been just invested with the tactic game part. And I'm only now starting to go like, okay, well, let's actually think about what abilities we're trying to move forward, as I have started to miss certain passive abilities and realize that some of those abilities can get passed on. And sometimes it's in a real like crummy way. Like I had an ability that involved anytime I cast a spell that wound up getting passed down to a strength fighter kitten. And it's like, well, that's not going to help me very much. So I have to think a little bit more about that, where I had been mostly kind of ignoring it and just, letting the cats do whatever they're going to do. But the itemization, what you get, there's so many items in the game that change the way things work. It's really neat, but it can get a little overwhelming. And so I kind of have to, it's been I think the biggest hurdle for me is I'm feeling now at a difficulty level where I'm like, okay, I got to engage with more of the systems than I have been. And those systems are actually surprisingly deep. So it's been a bit more of an investment, but I'm still having a great time with it.
That's good. Quality product for 20 whatever bucks. How can you beat that? A
lot of gameplay. It's doing extremely well too, apparently.
And you don't even, they hit 1 million and let's see, was that yesterday?
They hit some crazy concurrent, current player numbers for Steam. Like, I guess they posted within a couple hours of the game coming out that it had already fully funded, which kind of goes to that, we talk about it all the time. Like any game can be successful as long as it's built for the correct number of people.
Currently number 11, 84,780 people are right now playing this game.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
A lot of people.
That is a whole
And
lot
again,
of people.
I think it goes to the depth of the systems that are in there. It's really got a lot of things you can do with it.
What is
Yeah, geez, that's a
Bongo
lot of
Cat? You
people.
guys know what Bongo Cat is? That's number 5 right now. How do you get number 5 with something called Bongo Cat? Also, cats. Is this the future? Maybe cats. Overwatch even.
Scott, you've been on the internet long enough to know how you all started playing Overwatch because of a freaking cat. Yes, this is how it works.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Remember when you and Bo talked about a cat in Overwatch for a couple minutes and then you were like, we're playing Overwatch tonight. That's the power of cats.
Yeah. I mean,
Bongo Cat is a free. It's banana. Sorry.
It's free. It runs on your desktop, so it's probably got a lot of people concurrently playing it because it runs in the background on your desktop as he just plays around with your desktop.
yeah. Interesting. Well,
Man, remember when that was a whole genre? Like just running something like
Yeah.
just hang out on your desktop, like like little pop-ups and like animations and shit.
yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
Overwatch up to 7 on the list. 100,781 right now playing, and that's just Steam. That's pretty good.
That's not even counting their own client.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Overwatch really turned it around.
Yeah.
I think they did an awesome thing.
Yeah, doesn't mean you're going to play it or like it.
No, but I can acknowledge that they're doing good by the game.
Sure,
Not
absolutely.
everything has to be for me.
No.
I don't want that.
Definitely not. What's 5M? I don't know what some of these things are. They must be like you're
They
talking
make
about.
sticky notes.
Do they? That's 3M.
Oh, sorry.
They've expanded. They're 5M now.
It's more sticky.
You were also you played TR49. I don't know what that is. That's the
Yes,
Tolbert
so
game, though. For
this
you.
is what
George
Dr.
Lucas played
Tolbert gifted me. It's a game called TR49. Spent a little time with it. This is an interesting little puzzle game where you are in some sort of digital archive. The story is kind of unfolding as it goes, so I don't have a lot of answers. And you basically input codes which unlock articles that are contained within this database, which gives you more information, and you're slowly rebuilding this database based on titles and number values that then unlock additional articles and additional places to go within the archive. So it kind of falls in line with games sort of like Obra Dinn, probably more in line with something like, what was the name of the game?
Siberia games, those? No?
No. The Root Trees Are Dead.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
You'd like that
where
one a
it's
lot,
you're
right?
basically kind of putting a form of logic together, although this game is a lot more obscure than that. And I will say I didn't know what to expect, so I did not get into this game at a point where I think I was ready to engage with it. Because I was like, let's just go in. Thankfully, it does a lot of note taking for you, and it does do a little bit of hand holding, which is good because it definitely throws you into the deep end with like what this is, and I think it's supposed to be, because there's parts where you can have your character talk to kind of get what's going through their mind, or to get them to interact with somebody else over a radio, and the character's like, I don't know what I'm doing. The guy's like, it's okay, just keep going. So I think maybe I'm supposed to feel that way. There is some neat stuff in there. Like, I don't know if I found it organically or if I was just experimenting, because it's basically a 2-letter then 2-digit number code for all these things. And I was making what I thought was educated guesses, and I stumbled into an interactive mini game where you're in a labyrinth trying to avoid a minotaur, and basically the codes you enter take you to different rooms within the story, and you have to try to avoid the minotaur. That was kind of cool, but it felt almost like an Easter egg. I don't know if I was supposed to do that for any actually solving the game purposes, but that was in there. And it was kind of neat. It's got a good atmosphere, got very good vocal performances, but I think I'm still at a point where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this is. And so I'm having I kind of wish the game, I think one of the best things that Return of the Obra Dinn does is it has a very isolated, enclosed first bit to solve that perfectly explains, here's why you're here, here's what you're doing, here's how you solve it, here's how you make these logic connections, and then expands it into a place where you're like, okay, now I know what to do. Right now, I feel like I'm getting a little too far into the weeds, not knowing exactly what to do at the moment. But yeah, I'm probably going to get back to a little bit of it and, see what else is there to experiment with.
Nice. What else you got going?
Other than that, I do want to give a shout out to Rabble for gifting It Takes Two. It was gifted under the, hey, I heard you might want to play games with the family. I do. The other part of that is I never have time to, but I will put this on the queue along with, what was the one you were playing? Scott. I don't know why I can't think of its name. Double Trouble.
Double Doobel.
Nope, not Doobel. That's something else.
Hold on.
Escape from Ever After.
The other game by this company that came right after this one.
Hold on.
Split Fiction. Chat got it. Chat got it. Win May just got it.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's in the queue with Split Fiction.
A Way Out. Brothers. I'll name all their other games, but yeah.
Yeah, just name every single one.
Oh.
So thank you to that. Other than that, I have spent a lot of time doing runs in Resident Evil 2 using the BioRand randomizer to make those unique and weird and have a lot of fun with that. And as kind of mentioned earlier, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. I canceled my Fortnite Pass subscription because I was like, I'm not playing a lot of Fortnite. And then I was in there and I was like, but I could play a game. And then I just started playing Fortnite Blitz over and over and over again and played a bunch of it. So
nice.
Been hooked on that. And so I resubscribed to the Fortnite thing because I was like, well, apparently I'm playing it a lot.
Sure. Why not? Cool. Bo, let's get to
I don't have much to add because most of what I played was Overwatch and Diablo 2.
Oh my gosh, he blew up.
The cat
There
all
he
right?
is.
Check the cat.
Yeah, cat's fine. Sorry, guys. I couldn't have the mute button somewhere. Who the hell knows? Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, so I had a I'm going to send thanks now. I got Star Trek Voyager, the new game, launched yesterday. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Pop and Fresh sent me one too. We should
Fresh sent me a copy.
Thanks,
so,
man.
That's like number one on my list. And thanks, Tolbert, for Dobbel Dungeon. I thought I'd get to some of it. I didn't get to any of it. I thought I'd play some Mewgenics. I thought I'd get to it. Didn't get to anything except Overwatch and Diablo. And we did some Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer honor mode. Remember we talked about it last week?
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It happened. We're alive.
Oh,
we woke up on the Mind Flayer Nautiloid, and we made our way out and landed, and went to the old temple of Jurgle.
The old temple of Jurgle.
I love a good Jurgle.
Withers. Withers is basically Jurgle, the god of the dead or something like that. But we know this now because we've played the game 15 times. Sure. And watched all the videos, putting the clues together. I think it's Jurgle. Jargle?
Yeah, I think that's right. Something like that.
We got Withers, and we survived the combats in there. The famous door. There's a in that like temple or whatever. There's the door battle where you can close the door on the enemies. Like let one run through and press the door close. So we kind of killed them all one at a time by letting them through the door. Surprisingly, so far it's working. So we're not dead yet. Still a lot of game to go.
Lots. That's cool that you're trying that, though. They're trying to do that.
Yeah, we haven't fought anything hard because the things that you want to be scared of are the bosses with their legendary actions and increased health pools and increased chance to hit and all that shit. However, so far so good. I'm playing a ranger. So my contributions are now attack with arrow. The game's a little bit on the simple side, but that's fine. Yeah. And we have a fighter. Mike's playing the fighter. And Crofton's playing a spell singer wizard.
Oh boy.
Yes, he's probably not going to cast many spells. That's the build. It's a new build they added in patch 8 where you're a swords person, but magic style, like a Jedi kind of.
Can you pick pockets? Because you're in trouble if you can do
No,
that. Okay.
No, we are kind of in trouble because he's going to have 100 spells at his disposal,
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
sure he already set someone on fire by mistake. So
Great.
Great.
Off to
I
a
love it.
strong start.
Yep, love it.
but nothing too bad has happened. And also, Pepperoni Pete, I think, blew up a barrel near some people and nearly killed 3 people. And he's playing a druid. He's the healer. He's the healer, and he failed to preserve anyone's life total. So it should go well. But he's a druid, so we have a nice little spread this time around.
Nice.
And we're nothing but orcs and Githyanki. There's an elf. So Pepperoni Pete's an elf, but like a nice like a lovely Korean K-pop elf, I guess you could say, with like lipstick and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really well put together.
Halson wants to know if you're streaming this, by the way.
We have 2 half orcs. I'll answer yes.
Okay.
2 half orcs on my channel on Sundays. So we streamed the first sessions on there.
Okay.
We have 2 half orcs and a Githyanki. So
Team
no
green.
humans. Yeah, no humans,
Team
no
green.
no humans, no shorties on this team.
Wait, are
Nothing
all
like-
Githyanki green? I thought you could.
No, he's a pinky, kind of pink purple Githyanki. Actually,
Pink Yankee.
you can make anybody any color in that game. Like you just
Yeah,
expand the
that's
options.
very-
That's true. Yeah.
You can
Team
have a red
green was
dwarf
just
and a
for
blue.
branding.
Yeah, you know.
I like it though.
But yeah, I'm a green half orc ranger.
You got the hair for it right now. It's perfect.
Yeah. No, and so far so good. I wouldn't say it's anything too exciting has happened. Oh, did you see? There's Mr. Dave Jones just followed me.
The pointed that popped up on your Discord
That's
call.
great. Yeah, you have.
Well, it's because I use OBS to plug into my my $1,000 camera, and then I stream my OBS output to Discord. So if anyone wants to follow me, you'll get a little pop up visually on my screen.
Oh
right
boy.
Well,
Anyway, yeah. So
shoot, I already follow you. I was going to do it. Dang it.
yeah.
All right.
Well, anyways, yeah. So it was fun, but no. Listen, I feel like there's not going to be very interesting stories because we're going to be trying not to die. And then when we die, it's going to be
Then it's a suddenly very interesting story.
Can we have
it's gonna
plays?
be reality TV. I'm going to be accusing people of not doing what they're supposed to do. They're going
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like that time that Crofton may or may not have ruined everything. We're gonna have a whole
Oh, yeah, Ashlands, another Ashlands story. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I made a whole 20-minute video explaining how he sucks. And
This is
then
gonna go
I felt
great
bad
when it
because I'm like,
falls
he is my
apart.
friend. I shouldn't do things like that to my friends.
Well, if I was a betting man, I'm not
he also
really.
kind of deserved it.
I'm not much of a betting man, but I'm going to go ahead and say that when this does eventually crumble, it will be Crofton who does it. I'm just going to say it. And I like Crofton.
Scott being a great friend today, eh, John? He's like, all right, here's racist John's games he played, and here's your honor note. It's going to go to shit.
I'm just saying, it's like
Yeah.
if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Crofton.
I don't know, man. Pepperoni Pete, he might do it, but he'll feel bad about it, and I'll feel bad. I don't want him to. I don't want to make someone feel bad, but it's honor mode. However, the Slay the Spire thing might, I don't know, that might distract. We really do like Slay the Spire, but no, we're going to do this. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Anyways, tune in next week. We'll see if I'm dead or not.
All right.
But John, I remember I told what you said, John, too. They got a laugh out of it at last week's show because you were like, we're going to play Honor Mode BG3 next weekend. You're like, and what are your plans the week after? It just stuck with me because it was really funny.
Wow.
And I told them about it, and they all had a laugh too. So, beyond belief, out of all 4 of us, we didn't die so far.
Well done. I'm impressed. Cool. Follow that progress. What are you, Gaforath? What are you over there?
I'm Bo Schwartz.
Bo Schwartz. Okay.
Go forth.
No. Yeah, I'm just not sure. Should I be a real name streamer or should I be a video game name streamer? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
you
know.
get called Bo all the time on here, but I
Yeah.
understand the.
But like, if I followed the aesthetic, like people call Ninja, right? We call Pirate Software, or we call the Asmongold. We call Charlie Moist Critical. Like I shouldn't. If I want to be in the cool kids club, shouldn't I just be Gaforath?
I don't think the name. I don't think the name.
I need to
Pirate
stop
Software,
being Bo online. It's not good for my brand.
but honestly, doesn't matter. What if something takes off? Like Pirate Software is kind of boring. Like it's
yeah, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't have to be your name.
That's what I mean. Like if Bo is cool, like
I think Bo Schwartz is fine.
I do too.
I'm not saying I feel bad about my name, but it's not Gaforath.
Try being Scott Johnson. It freaking sucks. There's a billion of me.
Well, you should be Gerp.
Well, I'm usually I'm usually like
Start calling you Gerp.
I'm usually Frog Pants on stuff, which helps.
Oh yeah,
but
Frog Pants. Right.
like on here, on Twitch, I am, but yeah, it just depends. I don't know. I've always had this.
I thought Frog Pants was Gerp's last name. Gerp.
No,
Gerp Frog Bands.
when I ran my Unreal Tournament clan, my name was Peeps Darius. So that was cool.
I remember Peeps Darius.
Yeah, that was your name when we played Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
Weren't
yeah.
you Chode Dongler in their Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin?
Chode Dongler. I don't think it was. It's probably something close to that, though.
Yeah.
I like doing stupid names. and things.
Chode McKinley or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was it. Chode McGinley or something. It was close
Peeps
to that.
Darius is a great name, especially because isn't he named after the Mortal Kombat character named Darius?
No, I named it after.
I always assumed that's what it was. I always thought it was the Mortal Kombat name.
No, it was from. What was I playing? Oh, it is from Tony Hawk's Underground, and they let you make names, and they kept rejecting all these names I put in there, and so I finally went, well, I'm going to be Peeps Darius because it sounded like a cool skater kid, right? And I did it, and it took it. So
Yeah, Peeps.
yeah, Peeps Darius.
It's just funny because people say like, "Oh, those are my peeps." Like that is a jargon thing, but it's never really used as a noun. Like, it's so.
Yeah, and for me, it was
It's
mostly.
a cool skater name, Peeps Darius.
I think
Like,
I was thinking of
Peeps.
the marshmallow peeps is what I was mostly thinking of, which is a whole nother layer of stupid.
I don't know if it's still fun. It probably isn't, knowing the way things are going. But the Xbox Live name generator used to be really fun.
Oh yeah,
It would come up with interesting things. I still remember Ben's sister just was trying to get a baseline. She hit random. The first name that popped up was Busiest Khan.
wow.
Like as if you are the busiest of the Khan family, like Genghis and that one that attacks Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah. Busiest Khan.
Not
or,
Khan, not Noonians or whatever his name is in
Not
Star
Noonian
Trek.
Singh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Was that
Yeah,
what it was?
or that same. It's all the same. Yeah, but like you're the busiest of the Khans.
Yeah.
And she liked it so much she was like, "Oh, that's it."
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's a great name. It's a really good one.
Xbox Live I had GURP for years. But I had a new one when I set up my new stuff. So I
guess Genghis or Genghis Khan is a con man.
he was kind of. Yeah, he also spread his seed like a wild person. The whole story with him is that he had sex with so many people that he would take over, that his genome would take over the world. That everybody would have some Genghis Khan in him.
He invented the game genre Mewgenics is based on, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Call it Khangenics. All right, we are at the stage of today's show where we have a mashup to play, and I'm going to play it. I'm a little nervous about it.
Well, I'm concerned about the name.
Yeah.
And also the capitalization.
Yeah, because it says lowercase e and then all uppercase jaculate.
Well, I think the uppercase is just to emphasize the lowercase.
You think so? Okay.
I think so.
This is a new mashup, so what we're about to hear, none of us have heard. Well, we've said the things that'll
Do
be
we
said
want to
here.
take guesses on who said it?
Yeah, let's guess.
I'm going with me.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bo. I think he says that
I'm
word
most
more than
likely
I
to
do.
say gross words like that, but it could have
I
been
think
you guys.
word-wise definitely seems Bo. Turning it into ejaculate does sound a little bit like a Scott or maybe even me joke. I'll go with me to be different.
Okay.
Although I think my gut reaction is Bo, but I'll pick myself.
Okay, let's
Hard
go.
to know. We get faked out on these all the time.
Yeah, these mess with us. But I'm gonna say Bo. John will say John. No one says me.
The chat room's all like,
Chat
"God."
has picked you. Chat is 100% on Scott.
Yeah, look at that.
We're gonna
Everybody-
have winners and losers. Universally, chat says you, Scott.
Crap. All right. Well, let's find out. Here it is from Jamie, and here it goes.
Should you find yourself craving mashups, the Mashup Guild stands at the ready. A mashup a day keeps some of the murderous, intrusive thoughts away at patreon.com/mashupguild.
You know, it's like edging. Like, it's just if you wait on that nut, it'll be way better.
Wait a minute. Do I not know
Yeah,
what that...
Tantric Baldur's Gate 3.
I could admit something here, but I'm not going to. People are going to make fun of me.
How did you not know that?
This ought to be good.
Like regulars mourning wood. Mourning like I'm mourning the death of somebody.
Maybe they're mourning the death of their wood.
Could be. Do that every day at
Oh, or maybe
8:30.
it's just a sad boner.
Could be a sad boner. Honestly, I thought it was just like, you know what? I guess it's the same thing, but I wasn't thinking of it in a sexual way. I was just thinking of it as like, I'm edging close to the awesome
Like
moment.
skipping lunch so that you really enjoy
Edging
dinner.
closer to the awesome moment. No, he knew exactly what it was.
It's just not what I thought.
It's a metaphor that applies to not just sex.
I put anonymous, but this guy's got a name. He just put it in lowercase. It says, "Hey, Core, this is Pete the Teat."
Oh yeah, you can't anonymize Pete the Teeth.
No,
No.
he's real. He says,
If you ever write an email and you're like, "Please keep my name anonymous," and then sign it Pete the Teeth, that shit ain't staying anonymous.
I'm here to tell the world about Pete the Teat.
But anyways,
Yeah,
edging
sure.
is the prevention of ejaculation for a better ejaculation. Basically.
Okay.
There you go, everyone. Ask your parents if you're young. And apologize to them for me too.
Apparently, ask your parents if you're old, too, because I didn't know that's exactly what it meant. He says, I have a question. Has Scott ever talked about exactly why he hates tower defense so much? I need to
Yes.
understand this abomination of a stance by a voice I have trusted on the internet for so long, says Pete the Teat. Well, thank you for your trust.
Thank you for your teeth.
Thank you for your teeth. I appreciate suckling at it. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I
I don't know
didn't
why.
need that
I
one.
don't know why I
You
went
made
there.
a choice.
I
You
did.
made a choice.
I guess I got to lean in now.
Isn't a sad boner just a penis?
Yes.
I wouldn't assume all flaccid penises are necessarily sad.
But are all sad boners penises?
Oh my gosh. Since you used it in the context you used it in, it made perfect sense to me. And I think it's fine, but I just never I've never heard that before.
I mean, go to Pornhub and type it in. You'll find lots of results.
That's a thing?
Forever.
How do you watch porn of edging, though? It feels like it would be a really long video.
Is that the idea? I'm not a porn guy. I don't know these
I don't
things.
have a knowledge.
It's like
if it
a
is or not,
series.
but
It's a series of videos that ends like The Sopranos.
Shatterproof says it's not that long.
If it's a sad boner,
Yeah.
there's no way it's just like up and righteous, right?
I'm sorry, righteous? Is
So
that a
while I
way?
agree any flaccid penis doesn't necessarily have to be sad, I would think any sad boner would be flaccid.
Yeah. I hadn't heard the term righteous.
why do we call it ejaculate? Like, it should just be ejaculate. Why is the E on
I'm
that
sorry.
one?
Did I help open the can of your...
You open the can. That's what I've been thinking about all week. I'm like, what's the E for?
It's not electronic
It's the word,
ejaculate.
right? Like, why does it?
It's not
you know,
like
we have
it-
different words
but
with late,
Bo-
like late and relate.
Yeah,
and
but Bo, it's not
coagulate.
like esports or e-commerce, and you don't
It's
say,
not lowercase e, uppercase ejaculate.
oh my gosh, I think that means John said it.
I think that's a John thought.
I think
was
that in
just
the
asking-
end, John
'cause
said,
I didn't say it. I just asked, why is there an E? Which I still maintain. It should just be ejaculating, not ejaculating.
you still stick to that stance that you made all
I
those
feel like
months
we
ago?
all arrived there, though. We
Yeah.
all got there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But you uttered the words. You gave birth to the concept.
You did.
I say it's John.
Yeah, that's your legacy. It's
the
what
new
you...
ejaculate.
Yep.
So John was the only one that was right out of everyone that guessed everything.
Yep. Yeah, I guessed himself. The chat was way wrong.
God damn.
Always bet on yourself.
Good job, guys. Jeez Louises. All right. Well, there's that. We did it. We pulled it off. And that brings us to yet another waning episode. We're almost done.
Dr. Tolbert is explaining a doctor thing to us. Okay.
Okay.
The E is short for EX, which is the Latin prefix for away from. But you're assuming that that's going away from you. I'm not going to get any more details than that.
Well,
It doesn't always.
Well-
Sometimes it goes not where you want it to go.
oh,
Yeah.
all
And
right.
sometimes you're lying down and it ends up, back on you.
This is
you
a
know,
terrible conversation that I am regretful we began.
So. It was Dr. Tolbert, not me. You blame.
I blame Dr. Tolbert equally with Jamie. Jamie, it's your freaking fault that you did it. You did this to us. Also, shout out to Jamie, who's been going through some surgery stuff. I hope he's recovering well.
Oh, yeah, I hope so too, man.
And he can take care of all his ejaculate needs.
Thanks for all your Thanks for your help.
Yep, thanks for your help. For helping us understand.
Thank you for making the mashups, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
I don't know, you kind
appreciate
of threw me off. I couldn't finish my sentence normally. Yeah.
It happens. It happens. Well, let's do this. I'm going to tell you guys there's a way to support this show and help us out. It's really simple too. You have choices even. You have our Patreon, you have our Substack, or both. Some people do both because they just really like supporting the show. Either way, you can read all about the benefits of each at frogpants.com/core. And you can find that right now. Super simple stuff. No commercials ever. Pre-show content every week. Host special episodes that go up on the monthly. I got something cooking before the end of this month, so watch for that. And Patreon is now getting articles as well, so putting those in both places. Go check it all out. That, again, is frogpants.com/core. There's also some cool swag there, and we love your support in any way you can give it. So thank you guys so much for that. If you've got questions or thoughts, you can email them at show@core.show. And text us at 10hams.com. All that's on the site. Yeah.
I got one more thing to add this week that everyone dodged. I dodged a bullet mostly, but we all dodged a bullet. But I found an article where headphones apparently give people cancer, and we almost had a Coke and urea moment.
Whoa.
Again this week. Mike explained how this not would be
headphones, really? How's that work?
The plastic in your skin when you sweat, if you wear lots of headphones, it melts into your bloodstream. You know, microplastics.
Microplastics. Oh my gosh, these are very rubbery.
But he was saying that most of the stuff that is a concern is banned. It's not. He's like, you're fine. So I didn't end up bringing it up, but I just thought it was funny.
Okay. So
I just wanted to mention it.
So we almost went full urea on that deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Dr. Tolbert, if you have anything to add to the ear cancers with the rubber, let us know.
The ear cancer.
It might be good to bring to Nerdtacular.
Yeah, it might be. You never know. All right, we have to do something a little bit special now. That is to do this with our good friend, Dear Martha Letterman. Please tell us the games we played today so that we can remember them always.
My dearest Martha, I know all this talk of ejaculation has probably washed any idea of the games that were discussed from your mind. But allow me to shoot out the titles that was discussed on this show.
All right.
They were numerous. It was a regular bukkake of video games.
Oh, jeez.
Diablo 2 Resurrected, Infernal Edition.
Resurrected. Resurrected.
Advanced Wars 1 and 2, Reboot Camp. No Man's Sky. Dobbel Dungeon. Escape from Ever After. Mewgenics. TR-49. Resident Evil 2. Fortnite. It Takes Two. And Baldur's Gate 3 were the games that were discussed.
Wow. Hot damn.
You may now finish the podcast.
Thank you so much. I believe that I will. Well done, John. As always, that wasn't John. That was somebody else. We don't use John.
No.
I don't want to give the secrets away.
No. Who
could you be referring to?
I was listening like everybody was listening.
That's right. Well, tell your friends and come back next week. We record live on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time until we're done, which is 5 minutes to 5 p.m. So come join us. Be a part of the fun. Live on Thursdays. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
What the hell is this place anyway?